Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.
Shalom, everybody. Shalom. We gonna take it here real quick.
We were commanded to be at peace with all men, but like our Lord and Savior, to be strong, to be courageous, to never back down, to never fold, to never bend, to never compromise, to stand on this truth to the death of me. But oh yeah, we will keep it righteous.
Matt Neutral.
Got the world in the two low twitches. When they hit, we still love like crazy. Don't get it twisted, cause we ain't no show. So we gon' keep this righteous, baby. Righteous, 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 righteous. Keeping it righteous, 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 righteous.
Don't test my G. I'm talking about G.O.D. War with me, then you fight against C. Not a brawler. All I like is peace. I grew up on DPG, Eastsiders. How I ride this beat. Israelite Empire, Lion the King. Hard to see like Leviathan at the bottom of the sea. That's for my G-brews and my she-brews. Christ walking in the sea, that's what we do. Fly it in the ostrich or emu. Keep it righteous with the kings, move how we move. Armored up with the gospel and need truth. But keep meta, put caps in your sweet tooth. What you think, what you thought this was, you better keep your shell snail. I bring salt to a slug, know what I'm talking about? Hey, talking about stop playing with the boys, man. Yeah, and it's like that. Yeah, they see how we coming, man. They don't like that. Make them demons back when that light crack. Pull the sword out if they wanna bite back. Nightcap. We moving ranks and never change. It ain't a game that they be playing. Ain't no hypocrites up over here. We keep the law. Do it just like Peter mixed with Paul. Under Christ, man. Seesaw. Look at Esau. Fall as we rise. Move to the east side. Slide, getting ready to dip. We front liners. Gold back gorillas at its finest. Satan get behind us. We walking righteous. Judah, Benjamin, Levi be moving like this. We do it for the 12 tribes, ain't nothing like this. Stick around, you might just get baptized and keep it righteous like this.
Got the world in the two low twitches. When they hit, we still love like crazy. Don't get it twisted, cause we ain't no show. So we gon' keep this righteous, baby. Righteous, 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 righteous. Keeping it righteous, righteous, righteous.
Keep ties of war. I'm feeling like Jacob, dwelling in booths, spitting the truth.
truth. Noble, legitimately bringing virtue to you. Personable, doing what I'm accustomed to do. Ethically bringing moral principles. Honorable in the sight, trying to be upright. Flawless victory with the sword, now that's a good night. Righteous, gotta be that sunny delight. Well-founded, sound, the reasonable type. Blameless in his sight, understand the living right. Pure, honest, and just, trying to walk like Christ. I'm valid and invincible, I'm about that life. If I fall down once, I'ma get up twice. I know my worth, cause I was bought with a price. I want the kingdom, I can't do fire and ice. Sinless, so I can't add vice. This is righteous counsel, just take the advice.
Got the world in the new low twist. When they hate, we still love like crazy. Don't get it twisted, cause we ain't no show. So we gon' keep this righteous, baby. Keeping it righteous, 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 righteous. Keeping it righteous, 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 righteous.
Don't get it twisted. Twisted. Don't get it twisted. Twisted.
False media narrative, we know y'all praying on our downfall. But we ain't worried about nothing, man. We gon' continue to keep our law. The way we were. Righteous word, righteous word, righteous word, righteous word, righteous word, righteous word, righteous word. Got the world in the new low twisted. When they hate, we still love like crazy. Don't get it twisted, cause we ain't no show. So we gon' keep this righteous, baby. Righteous, 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 keeping it righteous, 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 righteous.
Don't get it twisted. Twisted. Don't get it twisted.
All right. We are in here. Shalom, everybody. Had to bring that back because just wanted to bring that back, being that my lesson was titled, living in a world of confusion, or whatever the case may be. But the whole deal is, we have to bring back the righteousness upon Christ's return, because the world is in so much confusion, and we're going to talk about it tonight. I'm coming straight from the gym, trying to get swole and not slim. You know what I mean? I don't care if you jog, lift weights, or swim. We here, baby. I know y'all been waiting. I know Satan been hating, but it's all good. We're going to keep it skating. All right? So, shalom, shalom, shalom. Make sure y'all check out that lesson that I did last week. Very powerful lesson. Some people still getting to the lesson because obviously it was a little late. Like I said, I've been trying to come on earlier, but you have to understand a lot of business that's being handled with the church behind the scenes. So it calls. It calls. And like Christ said, many are called, few are chosen, the harvest is plenteous, but the true laborers are few. Okay, it's many laborers, but people who you can rely on and trust to make sure this thing is done right, that's very few. It's not that people don't have talent, but just the trust thing, it has to be built. Okay, so we are here. You know what I mean? I trained some legs today, and you're probably like, why am I mentioning this? Well, I have to promote more health and wellness, as we have always been doing since we started G.O.C.C. Media, because so many people are passing away from cancers and parasites. Okay, so many people. I mean, especially in this day and age. Okay, I'm just telling y'all the truth. And I have to say, even though this lesson is not about this today, we're going to go into another lesson. I'm going to keep kicking behind. And anybody who pushes back at that, you are part of the problem. Anybody who wants to stay stagnant and stay the same, you are a part of the problem. That is not, let me tell you why, because anybody who pushes back at that is a demon. Total demon. If you are mad, I don't feel bad about my weight. I don't feel bad about my health. Well, guess what? That's a demon speaking that. Because if God didn't make you that way, you can do better. Okay? And you should try to do better. I don't care what you say, how you feel. I'm not here for myself or my opinion. I'm telling you the percentage of people that is just passing away after 2020, period. Blood sugar, blood pressure, heart failure, cancer, all that. So we're going to keep on kicking butt. If you mad at me, I don't care about it, because guess what? I'd rather save more people than worrying about your behind being mad at somebody through your emotions. That's nothing but a demon. That's nothing but a demon. So I have people hitting me up telling me, thank you for the lesson. Somebody has to be the example. Don't you know I have 2 partial ACL tears, a shoulder injury, a lower back injury? I didn't mess my ankle up before. And let me tell you, I was on crutches lifting weights, walking down a tall flight of stairs. Don't tell me about no excuses when people in wheelchairs working out. I don't want to hear none of it. Our people are at last, you understand right now, when it comes to health. And if they are healthy, then they still going to hell because they showing it off for fleshly reasons. We have to do this. You can eat everything right, everything perfect, but if you don't get off your behind, you're going to be on your behind. That's just the truth about it. I'm just telling you. So we're going to speak about that another time, but that's what's missing. You was moving when you was little, so you was eating all the Skittles, all the Starbursts, all of the soda and all of these different things. But you was moving and burning it off. We ain't burning nothing off because everybody working in buildings, nobody getting sunlight, everybody sitting still, and as they get older, they get tired and they don't want to move. We're going to have to change that about us because these cell phones is messing everything up. Everybody just scrolling and not rolling. Okay? That's just the truth about it. Scrolling, trolling, and not rolling. Okay? So we have to get up, and it seems like our people, you know, it's naturally for a person like me to be rhyming since I'm from the South, but the whole deal is it seems like our people hear these things better. They hear the force of words. They hear the music. They hear rhythm better. They don't hear the soft stuff. The soft stuff, they walk over you like you a soft rug. But I'm sorry. I won't be your rug to walk over. Okay? You're not finna make me hide or scared. No, listen. I came to do what Christ told me to do. I'm not going to be like Saul and listen to the people and worry about what they're talking about. I will not. The shepherd is for the sheep, not the sheep for the shepherd. Okay, so we're going to work together in that sense. I love y'all, and tonight we have a lesson. We're going to go through some of the things that you and I probably see, being that we are in this world. We have our own world, but we are still of this world, and we see what goes on. Okay, so yes, tonight I'm going to show a few things that I did not get time to edit out some profanity. I just been very busy. So when I tell you, hey, just let the children get out, but it's very important for me to show this to for our sisters and brothers to understand what's going on out here and how we can fix at least the ones that can be fixed. We're not going to be able to fix everybody. But time and chance does happen to all man, and we want to pull as many people out of this so-called flood in the book of Revelations as possible. Meaning the Roman Catholic Church, which is the mother of all harlots, that I hope my sister Candace Owens one day figures this out if she doesn't already know. Maybe she's just being wise, which have washed away us with all of these different religions that are so similar. And that goes all the way back to Babylon. Excuse me. Speaking of that really quick, you always know before we start, we have to let the people know about our Hebrew and Bible Academy. Okay? We have to let the people know about that really quick. I won't stay on it too long, but I do have to mention it. Okay? I have to mention it. One of the best things going on, hey, in this world today, educating our people on their history, who the people are in the Bible, what's the purpose of the Bible, creation, historical, let me tell you, everything. All right? So, and guess what? It does not have to be marketed. It markets itself. It speaks for itself. Okay? Anybody who joined it, they're going to tell you. Okay? So, all you have to do, if you're new to our church and you're new to this channel, go to, let me bring this a little closer to me so I don't keep leaning forward. All right. All you have to do is go to historytimes.org. Okay. This academy's theme, once again, all right, and I thank you guys for your patience who already knows what this is about, but you have to understand, just like Esau reminds people every day of their companies, of their businesses, of whatever they're selling, whatever they're teaching, whether it's good or evil, we have to do the same thing. Okay, so when black people do it, we got a problem with it, but this is what we're doing. All right, we're going to put our people in remembrance, like Paul said. Shalom, Elder Dale. This academy's theme is Babylon, Rome to America. If you think you understand, if you have historical knowledge or you don't, test it by coming to our historytimes.org Hebrew and Bible Academy. All right. This academy session has 12 brand new lessons, including the history of the Tower of Babel. Excuse me one moment. One second. I just need to. One moment, really quick. I guess I won't be able to get to that. It's okay. All right, it was something important that I had to deal with, but it's okay. We'll leave it be. Let's get back to it. I'll deal with that another time. So, the history of the Tower of Babel. Okay, a lot of you don't know modern day that the East Indians, okay, they are the Babylonians. Okay, some people in Pakistan, even though they go against each other and all that, obviously there's some tribal things where people split to a certain degree, but they're still the same people. Okay, all right, that's just what it is. The history of the Tower of Babel. The East Indians are the Babylonians, okay? The secret war of Edom against the Israelites, the desolation of abomination, how to calculate time according to the Bible, a nest above the stars, Satan's space program, the final battle of Armageddon, okay? Yes. So really quick, let me answer this really quick. I'm sorry, guys. That was very important. Like I said, have a lot of things going on that we got to deal with. All right. So let's get back to it. So we have all of these lessons compiled for you. And last but not least, we have a roundtable discussion with the covenant under fire. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. And guess what? It gets deeper when you actually go to historytimes.org. Okay. So will your marriage stand? And the crazy part about this is this question is so important because we don't even know if Israelite marriages can stand. Okay? Can you stand the rain? All right? This academy is a 3-month online Hebrew, Bible, and history course which includes 12 weeks of live historical biblical lessons viewable for 30 days each. Okay? Starting at 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Via a private Ustream link that cannot be shared. This is for you to be studious and for you to learn, okay? They also teach original Hebrew, okay? Original Hebrew language, including conversational Hebrew, grammar, and they have the news, the world news that is taught by our brother who is overseas over there. You understand, in the United Kingdom, our brother Elder Rawchaa with Elder Rawchaa, and Elder Lawya, he teaches that Hebrew. All right, and then they come straight after that, after a break, and make sure that you get whatever topic that they're on for that day. So we just wanted to put that out there really quick. Once again, history of the Tower of Babel, secret war of Edom, who are the modern day so-called whites today, against the Israelites, who are the Native Americans, Indians, the Negroes, Hawaiians, Filipinos, Aboriginals. Okay, predominantly these are the children of Israel who are scattered across the four corners of the earth. The desolation of abomination, okay, spoken of in Daniel, okay, and Christ spoke about it in Matthew 24. How to calculate time according to the Bible. Separating the world into 50s or jubilees. Very important to understand. A nest above the stars. Satan's space program. The final battle of Armageddon. All right, so we wanted to put that out there really quick. So now let's get into it. All right. So, once again, let me get this right. Yeah, I have my links ready to go. We're going to go straight into it. So, let me tell you, it's crazy because when we were young, obviously we all saw sin in our generations. We all saw it. But obviously I'm not surprised, and one cannot be surprised that it's waxing worse. The Bible said that it would actually wax worse. And what I'm realizing, and what we all already know and don't need to be told, is that it seems as if our people, the people who Christ is coming back to save, it's like we're just ready to fall with this thing. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you would think that everything that we've been through, that we will want out, that we will want to get better. But it's almost like we're just waxing worse. I'm talking about, no disrespect, but homosexuality. And let me tell you, our marriage, just like I just quoted, can your marriage stand? Marriage is at an all-time no and low for the so-called Negro or African-American man and woman, which are Israelites, according to the Bible. At an all-time no and low. That's very bad. Very scary. Right? It's not the thing where he's like, well, we do have black marriages. Of course we have black marriages. But that image is not being pushed on the media. The image is being pushed of the black single mother. Okay? The father. Everybody, when they ask about the father, how normalized is it to say, I didn't grow up with my father. I don't know what he was. He was a deadbeat. How normalized is that? That must stop when you come into this walk. When you jump into this water. You're going right back into the curses. What was the point of Christ dying for you? You're going back into the curses. Okay? So some people, hey, they're wasting what Christ did. Even though everybody makes mistakes, some people are wasting it and not taking it very serious. Some people think, oh, he's just going to float down and just save them from all their problems. No, the kingdom cometh not by observation. And you must see the times ahead and prepare for them. Okay? This LGBT thing is just starting to grow. And guess what? It's a very small percentage of the population, but they're going to promote it as if it's just the hugest thing ever. Okay? And the first video I want to show, because we must restore God's order as we walk into the kingdom of Christ. We talk about this a lot, but it seems like we're talking about it so much and like the actions are still not taking place. How do we actually get a good, how can we keep a good marriage? I'm going to show you and speak about it tonight in the topic, and I'll open up the calls if you guys want to call in and speak about it. But it seems like the same thing that sisters are still saying is what they were saying back then. The same old stuff, as if somebody was just trained and then this just kept coming through perpetual genetics of each child. The same set of curses the Most High said that would happen in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. You understand? All right, sorry guys. I had to make sure we had to let somebody on my property or whatever, but he's not here, so it's all good. Now y'all know I'm a man of my word. Right now I'm sipping on that good old, kombucha. Got a little lime cut in there with a little raspberry, so it's gonna keep me going. All right. So the first video I want to show, just how this earth is just totally out of order, is, you know what? Let's show this one first, because we know why. We know why. One second, let me get this. We know why. We know why the Most High actually made this. You know what He made this for. Let me see. All right, we'll do it like this. So we know that fair use for educational purposes only. We know that the Most High actually made the rainbow. And this is just for beginners. Those of you, if you hear us saying Yeshaya, we are talking about Jesus Christ, the new name that they gave him, because there was no J's or U's. So we call him his name, the Savior, my Savior, Yeshaya, okay? And if you hear us saying Ahaya, that just means I am. Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya means I am that I am. And if you want to learn more, just come to our Hebrew and Bible Academy, go to historytimes.org. But just for the sake of the new listeners, no matter what religion you are, whatever, even if today you're gay, and you're like, you know what, I never heard that, and that's why I turned gay, and I want to turn back straight, it's all good. You can repent and turn away from your sins. So I just want to put that out there. So please don't feel disrespected, because we have to speak about this because we are believers of the Bible. All right? So whatever you believe and what you do, you can do that. We're not here to attack people. We're here to speak the truth of what's in the Bible. That's just what it is. Okay? We're not here to bite our tongue, just like you guys don't bite your tongue. And what you believe in, we're going to have that same freedom. Nobody's going to put us in the box. Even though we know the governments of the world have been doing that through all of their agendas since Christ was here, right? Since the beginning of the time, through their fallen angels and their demons and their world governments, which is the correct definition of the beast. Okay, not some antichrist. The antichrist is the world governments and the beast in their whole system that they're bringing now through automation, AI technology, artificial intelligence. But guys, they're coming to take our children. They've taken everything and claimed everything that comes directly from our God, taking it for themselves as if they have some type of power. The only power that they have is what's given through Satan himself, which he knows that he's going to lose. I mean, he's going to try to go out with a bang in a fight, but Christ will destroy him without labor. He will destroy him without labor. So Satan knows he has to just take as many of his so-called followers with him and lie to them and deceive them that they're going to even get a chance to win. Let me tell you, they try to shoot at the angels. There's videos of NASA and all that trying to shoot plasma weapons at angels out there and all that. And they miss. They have no chance against our God, his angel, and his chosen. All right? So, listen, children. You can't let, when you're in school, somebody make you think that they can deceive you or trick you into a trap that God's rainbow is for some group of people who decided that they want to like each other, man on man, woman on woman. If you're a Bible believer. If you're a Bible believer, you say, hey, I want to go and speak to my mom or my dad. I do not feel comfortable with this. All right? And that's why it's important we teach our children very young, because if not, they're going to teach our children through repetitiveness, through cartoons, through video games, through social media that you need to be monitoring. Right? Let's play this. False teacher tells kids that rainbow is a sign created by God for the LGBTQ.
It meant that there was dry land, that the dove could find the olive leaf. That was a symbol that God used and that we continue to use today at our church. What other symbol from the Noah's Ark story can you remember? There's another symbol in that story. Yes, Carter, a rainbow. Look, we've got some rainbows. I have a rainbow bracelet today. A rainbow. Do you know that rainbows are another kind of symbol beyond what God intended the rainbow to mean? Jerian. It is a symbol for LGBTQ plus people. That is right. And they're beautiful. I agree. I'm going to show you. There are doors with rainbow decals in each one of those pictures. Whose doors are those? They are the churches. All of the doors to the outside, we have those rainbow decals on our doors. And that is a symbol to people who come to our church that all people are welcome here. They're a symbol so that everyone can see.
You see how they try to push it? They know that God has a special chosen people that he's coming back for. And this is why Paul said about the Gentiles, that they were grafted in, that they couldn't try to come in and take control, even through their own type of philosophy and different doctrines. So what they're doing is trying to say all people are welcome. Well, guess what? We say that all nations are welcome into to receive, they can come in repentance and receive, you understand, come into Christ's kingdom. They can, all nations. But we're not going to just accept anything that's outside of the standards and the morale of what God put in place in the Old Testament. Because even when Christ came back, he said, think not that I come to destroy the law. He said, think not that I come to destroy the law. All right?
There is a special, it's a special welcome to a group of people which we have already named, and those are people who call themselves LGBTQ+, right? They might.
So it's your choice, people. When you see these type of things happening, not even just in school, if you're going to just allow your children to go through these things. Now, praise the Most High that our church is working on a school and has a school, right, to eventually get our children out of this whole system. And I'm going to show you, I have a video of why it's important. And let me tell you, I've been talking about this for so many years. And I knew when I came back, like I said, you know what? I made my children through the Spirit of the Most High. No man or woman is going to tell me what to do with my children. If I'm here to fight and live for it. Right? Not on my watch. Not on my time. Not on my clicker. With no fear. And guess what? Hey, I ain't trying to get caught for nothing, but I'm just saying, don't mess with minds. Don't mess with minds. Okay? And men have to stand in their place and not be afraid of what some white man is saying. Like I told you guys this a few times. When I came back, I'm like, hold up. My children have always been homeschooled when we were living overseas. When I came back, and I just wanted to take them out for a day to go do something with them because, hey, I had went through a lot coming back to actually get custody of my children. If you know my story. When I want to take my children out of school today, that's what I want to do. And when they sent me a letter talking about delinquent, excuse me? And that's when I knew I need to take them all the way out of this system. All the way. No white man, no East Indian is going to tell me what to do with my blessed children. See? So let me tell you, we're going to have to stand on all of this from here on out. Because guess what? Esau going to test you about it. He going to check your temperature about it. Okay? So, hey, my children belong to the Most High. Like Christ said, render to Caesar what Caesar's. It's some things we got to pay taxes and do these things. Listen, yeah, all that's cool. But what's the Most High's? That's the Most High's. You understand what I'm saying? We can't let some white woman up in there teaching our children, well, she got to do this because she got to go to school. Listen, You don't have to do nothing. It's some sacrifices that may have to be made, that may have to be uncomfortable. Maybe you have to live a little bit below your means. Maybe you got to spend a little bit more time making sure your children are protected. But guess what? It's your choice. Or you have to leave them behind like Lot had to leave some of his children behind. All right?
Call themselves other kinds of things too. Katie, what do you call yourself?
Well, I call myself the same word that I just talked about a little bit up there. I identify as a queer woman, which means that I'm attracted to other women and not men.
This is a dang on shame that they're even talking about adult things when there's children around. You should not even be telling these children who you are attracted to about anything, any type of subject that has to do with the bedroom, right? Which God intended to be undefiled through marriage, according to his laws, male and female. You should not even be talking about, even people who's married. They don't need to be telling, oh, I'm attracted to this girl. Even if he likes girls, I'm attracted to her. Or he's fine. You don't tell that to children. It's a time and place for everything. They should not even be thinking about anything like that. They see the image of the Most High when they're at home with husband and wife. Right? That's going to be common sense for them after a while. It's just going to click. The baby's going to come out knowing she sees every day her mommy and her daddy. So what they're really doing is reprogramming, desensitizing these children.
So Katie identifies as queer. When people see those rainbows on the doors, it is a symbol to them that they are really welcome in this church. I would also like to say we do have people here, part of our church family, who are LGBTQ+. We do already. So when those people see the rainbows around our church, that means that that it's a symbol of our love to them, that we want them here to be part of our church family too.
And you see how deceptive they are? They act as if they're going to actually bring in the Bible. Why did you not tell these people the origin? You just went straight in there talking about, you brung in the Bible. That's how you know it's the same trick from the Garden of Eden. They brung in the tree of good and evil, the same witchcraft. They brung in the Bible, so this is how you know a deceiver. Excuse me. So they'll start the conversation good as if you relate and all that. And then here it is, starts to drag on and transition into something else. The tree of good, and then here comes the evil. So God, let's speak about God and the Bible, only to say that's not the only thing he intended it for. Well, hey, can we show the children the actual origin of where the rainbow came from and why it was purposed when it came? Well, the same stupid reason this woman is sitting here talking about, foolish, evil reason she's sitting here talking to these children about woman and things like that. That's why the earth was destroyed. That's one of the many reasons the earth was actually destroyed. Through disobedience of fallen angels, demons, people, and all that. Okay? Right? The demons came about, you understand, from fallen angels dealing with women. Okay? They were totally disobedient. They came down on Mount Hermon, which is in Syria, and they decided to take them wives, whom they chose, which they created evil spirits and demons, which perpetuate through any man who opens his vessel or woman who opens their vessel up to sin or to temptation. So I wish she would have said, hey, at least give them a choice. They're not even giving them a choice. They just like, listen, this is what it is. This is what God intended. And then they'll just keep talking about what they like and what's their opinion and what they're motivated by, which is a bunch of madness and confusion and total freakisms. To children, bringing the same sacrifice of Moloch and forcing themselves upon these children like predators. Let me tell you, these people should be totally arrested right now. But they won't be. If they're allowing these so-called teachers, or you understand, mentors or whatever they want to call these people, right? If they're allowing these people to guide these children and not doing anything about it, but arresting you when you do something basic, like they arrested that rapper sister Glorilla. She wasn't at home. She had other people at her house. They arrested her, even though she wasn't home, and people were doing stuff in her house. There's stuff all over the internet that's OnlyFans and all these different things, soft porn and all that. None of these people get arrested. But let you talk about actual God and righteousness, and they'll say you're preaching hate. The world is full of confusion, guys, and we're going to have to restore the order for the world to come.
Yeah, Micah, it meant that there was dry land that the dove could find the olive leaf. That was a symbol that God used and that we continue to use today at our church.
And then you jump straight to LGBT, you understand, in your agenda. Right? And it's crazy because they're actually saying that this is a part of their church. When the Sodomites and the Gomorrites have entered the church, guys, it's over. It's a wrap. They've always been there, but they are now coming out in the open. And this is what they have done. As a matter of fact, let me show this first. Obviously, you know they're trying to find a way. In any way they can, you better be that man, that strong man of your house, protecting that house. Because he's going to bind the strong man and then come for the weak. That's like taking the male lion away from the lionesses. Sometimes the lioness try to take down a buffalo, and when they can't get it, when that male lion comes over there, he just run over there and snap that neck, and it's over with. Once they take that lion from his pride, they can come in one by one and take these sisters, as they have done already. We already know through their feminist movements that they've been pushing since we were little children, how they're still doing the same thing, coming with peace, coming with good, bringing evil, coming with peace and bringing destruction. Oh, you can homeschool your children, but I want you guys to understand something, what I've always understood. It's a difference when you homeschooling with the state, where they can still come and visit your house, and it's a difference when you homeschooling. Now, if you want your children to go to college and do all of these different things, understand what that comes with. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. If you as a family say, you know what, I have a plan, this is what I want for my children. I'm not speaking down on that. Understand what I'm saying. Some people, that's what God intended for them to do for the purpose of his will in his body. But some people who may not, want to do it that way, guess what? Your children can still go to college if that's what you want them to do. But I'm going to tell you what I've learned that these Gentiles are coming over here doing. They're coming over here, can't speak a lick of English, focusing on finances, business, real estate, and investing at a young age. That's what they're doing. This is what's going on. And guess what? You sitting there with a paper like, I graduated with 2 masters, and you trying to find out how to get some supper on the table. And they fly past you with a Mercedes Benz, and you're like, how is this possible? Well, the Most High told you in the Bible, the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto God. A man who don't have no education except for what matters to feed his family and leave legacy, and you got some information without that, without legacy, without money and finances, which is a defense to be able to take care of your family. And one thing about them you have to respect, they'll come over here and live with food, shelter, and raiment and be content and slowly work up to what's more important in life. And when they go back home, guys, they be rich and all that, and they just live the basic life, eating some bread and some beans or something and keeping it moving. While we trying to keep spending as a nation. And it's like when we look up how much we've spent, instead of putting it in some type of living benefits, some type of interest, like Christ said, that's going to make your money grow, we don't think about retirement. We don't think about any of the rainy days. It's rough for us out here. But we're going to have to focus on our kingdom that's coming and really hone together in our families to make this happen. It's important to understand agriculture. We would talk about agriculture, and then it's only that few amount of people who are entertained, who are comprehensive, who take action on it. I'm just keeping it real. We want to hear more about gardening. And guess whether it's me, Ramar, anybody, it's the lowest views. We're not doing this for views. We're trying to see, are people really serious or not about this? If you don't want to garden, okay, make the money, hire you some servants to take care of your garden if you don't have time to do it. You can do that too. I see a lot of rich people around here. It's just, no disrespect, because I love my people. But they'll hire, Hispanics, because they're not going to get a job in certain places. So they're actually employing these people, giving them a job for their families, taking care of their situation. We were Israelites hiring other Israelites as servants too. Okay, you can't just give all your hard work to somebody and they just waste it away. So you employing them is not bad. Okay, so either way, you're going to have to save some food. You're going to have some books to educate yourself and think about your situation, because guess what? It's here to stay. The end is here to stay until Christ comes back. All right? And you, as a man, you're going to have to stand in your place firm like a pillar holding up that house. Not playing no damn video game and then complaining later talking about you don't have nothing. A man who work hard can play a video game. He can go play pool. He can go play a little basketball. But if you still don't have no legacy, you still don't have it together, you're wasting time. If you're still not exercising and looking like a proper man, seeing that we lack that out here in society, you playing around out here. You playing around out here. These people coming to take your children, they're going to look at you like, what you going to do about it? They come up and pull up on your children and you ain't in shape because you can't, let me tell you, you can't even run down the street. You're going to run out of breath trying to save your own children. And you got some people who works out who can't barely run or do nothing. You got to work on them joints. We got to open it back up, baby. It ain't just about walking around swollen big. Some of you fellas out there can't even do pull-ups. We need to get back on it, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. If you can't pull yourself up 10 times, you playing. I don't care if it hurt. I'm gonna teach you how to get it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna come on here one day. I'm gonna rent a private gym. I'm gonna teach you how to get it and start back. Okay, so when it's an emergency time, you ain't pulling muscles when you gotta make a quick move. You think it's a game. Y'all, let me tell you, y'all think it's a game. Go walk in with your family a mile and see would you be able to walk in the wilderness. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Let me tell you, boy, these kidnappers, they are in shape. They paying these guys to be in shape. They come and snatch your children, and you was doing all of them Instagram photos, and you can't bust a grape. Let me tell you, I'm biting your throat out. Whatever I got to do, it's going down. Whatever I got to do. See? So you got to know your surroundings, because guess what? They trying to come to the homes. New law targets homeschoolers with surprise home visits. Now, what type of homeschool shall we say? Me and my wife were looking this up last night. Now, they're trying to push this, and they're trying to push it to where even in some states, the people who are not with the state homeschooling, like the Amish, totally out of the system where they can try to visit. Man, please. That law will not pass. When you try to come for somebody who's totally out of the system, that's called war. That's called war. When you try to come in somebody's houses and tell them, I need to check what you teaching your children, that's called war. You ain't do it to the Amish or nobody else all these years. That's called war. And if you let somebody in your house who say they need to check on you and your kids totally out the system, that's a shame on you. So we bring these things out to educate you, to prepare your mind, to understand how to be circumspect, so you can do the best that you can do for your situation. Let's play this video really quick. Oh, obviously they have a black woman talking about it.
Be seen as government overreach for their children. Well, I don't know what else you call it. The proposed law would create new rules and regulations for homeschooling families. Garrett Tenney is live inside Springfield, Illinois, or in Springfield, Illinois, with more. And Garrett, they want to send investigators to the homes of people, potentially, who are homeschooling their kids. What are they looking for?
So when they talking about giving homeschool vouchers and all that, let me tell you, when you take these people money, there's nothing for free. There's nothing for free. You take something from them, you've given them entry. Be very careful. Be very careful. We're going to be the most intelligent people no matter what. I don't care if we only good at one thing. That's how it was before. You're a carpenter, you're the best carpenter. Today they make fun of you if you're not a carpenter, if you're not a mathematician, if you're not a scientist, they want you to know everything, and if you don't know everything, they want you to be embarrassed. You talking about a world of confusion. God made it to where most people are good at one thing, and then you have some people multi-talented. Myself, I can do anything I put my mind to, and I'm good. Whatever I'm doing, I'm the best at it. Whatever, I don't care if it's playing basketball. You better ask somebody. It's going down. I'm gonna be with the best of the best. Whatever I'm doing. If I'm at my job, you can go back to my old job and ask them. I'm gonna be the best at it. Not because I'm competing with them, because God gave me an opportunity to be somebody in this flesh or this temple. I'm going to glorify His name. That's what I'm saying. It don't got nothing to do with me. Yeah, I got to be better than him. I don't give a damn about being better than another man. I can't be better than somebody who got a different purpose than me. Okay? Let's go.
Yeah, well, Harris, one of the big concerns for parents is who decides what a proper education is? Because under this law, it is a local school official who would make that determination. And the law is so vaguely written that it gives that local school official a lot of leeway in deciding what needs to be included in that education.
Just like on the television show Colony. They had a show called Colony, and they were teaching a certain type of education. They would come in the homes and they would teach what they thought. It was really the one world little religion, if you guys can actually remember it. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get some scriptures here. I got some scriptures here lined up. And I'll go to Genesis 18 and 19 really quick before we go forward. Genesis 18 and 19. Let me get it really quick. Genesis 18 and 19. Let's go to Genesis 18 and 18. Let's do 18. It says, and this is for men of the house, leaders of our nation. Men of our nation, okay? Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, already showing he's going to be blessed, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him, okay? Which is still that day to day. Everything that we know how to do, the earth is blessed because of our forefathers, Abraham's faith. Still to this day, nobody will be able to rap. Nobody will be able to have style, sing. Anything we do when it comes to talent and entertainment, putting the salt on the earth, righteousness, it all came from our forefathers through the lines of Shem. The whole earth is blessed through us. Also through that, Christ came, who now the whole world can now receive salvation under the rulership of the true Israelites. Right? So this is what the scriptures is talking about. And let's continue on. Verse 19 says, I know him, for I know him, that he will command his children in his household after him, that they shall keep the way of the Lord. It don't matter how much money you got. The Most High can bless you with money. He says obedience is better than sacrifice. Your gift you have to sacrifice. Your talent you have to sacrifice. All of that, whatever. If you're not obedient, all of that, don't forget Satan had that. So what? Your obedience is better than that. Your consistency and your diligence and your humility towards your God is better than all that. For I know him that he would command his children and household after him. Which is why we don't let children just run around the church, running around all out of order. We don't do that. And if you leaders is allowing that, hey, you need to pull the raw back out and see what we're reading right now. The children need to be under subjection. We read it in 1 Timothy 5. If a woman is said, she's an auntie, she's a nanny, she's a grandma, she's a mama taking care of some children, it says she got to first let them children learn to behave at home before bringing them to church. Period. Straight order. Because if the children are not in order, we're going to have what we're watching tonight. Total chaos. Total confusion. The world being in a total stupor, living in stupidity and accepting it as the norm. It says, to do justice and judgment. How can you raise children up just because they're Israelites and they're spoiled? Oh no. That's no different than what's going on with Ham. I watched, no disrespect, because they can receive Christ too, but I watched the East Indians, I watched the Edomites, or the so-called white people. A lot of them don't discipline their children. That's just the truth about it. I've lived over there with a lot of these people. I've seen white people from all different types of the world. Okay? Some will discipline their children, but that's very rare. Okay? Now, what they will do is make sure that they stay on top of us. I guess that's their little motivation. But when it comes to just being equitable, living in justice and righteousness, oh no. Okay? A lot of them end up hating their parents down the line and not appreciating it. Because their whole thing while they raised them was to hate us. And a lot of them end up loving us and marrying us. Okay? Anyway. That the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him. So, he's showing he was able to bring a blessing and keep his covenant. And it's part of the deal with Abraham. As long as what? As long as Abraham did his part. It wasn't just because Abraham was Abraham. You got to understand that. So how did the Pharisees and say, we children of Abraham. We don't got to do nothing. Listen, even Abraham being Abraham wasn't enough. If Abraham didn't show his faith, then he wouldn't have got blessed. Understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying. 1 Timothy 3 and 4 through 5. 1 Timothy, come eat some of this good grass on the pasture. 1 Timothy, what did I say? 3 and 4 through 5. Come on, eat some of this good old grass. It's a little alfalfa. It's a little Bermuda. It's a little roughage. It's a well-balanced diet for spiritual sheep. Come on and get your fill. In this field, no pun intended. So, here we are. What? You know what? One second. I guess I done lost my place again. I said 3 and 4 through 5. That's what I said. All right. I wanted to make sure I got it right so we're not just all over the place. All right. Here we go. One that ruleth well his own house. One that ruleth well his own house. Having his children in subjection with all gravity. Meaning with all seriousness. I didn't want to whip my children because I used to get whipped when I was young. You're not God. you're not better than God, and your ways will not be more righteous or wiser than him. Understand what he's saying and understand the scriptures and believe on them as it is written. Stop making all of these excuses, or just be a spoiled brat and go to hell. Period. Because that's what's really going to happen when you don't punish and discipline your children. Do you see what happened to God's children in the wilderness? He wasn't playing with them. When they stepped out of the line of obedience, he didn't care about who they were as Israelites. He killed Aaron, the high priest's sons, for bringing him something different than that he didn't want. He like, look, keep the same thing that I don't need no new incense. You keep the same things how I want it. I don't need no new good ideas and all of this stuff until you have been proven to be like Abraham, Moses, Aaron. Learn to follow and wait on your ministry. Good men work their way up to officers sometimes. But an officer, you're not over your elder. You may have great ideas, but you have to wait on your ministry. You have potential to be a deacon and potential to be an elder. It's a time for that. Sometimes people, yeah. No. Okay? Practice what we're talking about here. Get that house in order. Make sure the woman ain't running over you, and make sure you're being a good example to your woman and your children. This is important of what we're talking about here. All right? They are coming for the children. They are coming for the children.
Reach for their children. Well, I don't know what else you call it. The proposed law would create new rules and regulations for homeschooling families. Garrett Tenney is live inside Springfield, Illinois, or in Springfield, Illinois, with more. And Garrett, they want to send investigators to the homes of people, potentially, who are homeschooling their kids. What are they looking for?
A new version of CPS. But my kids got to go to school. Listen. You must not be no hustler. You must not have wisdom. All that you learned in school, do you remember every piece of it? Ain't you living and ain't you successful? Haven't you come to the conclusion of what life is really about? What's most important? Especially with our people who nobody's handing nothing out to. We lack financial literacy, togetherness, male and female in a home, talking about mother and father, keeping our children in order. Let's get these things in order. Let's get these things in order. You could start, listen, living benefits for your children, certain little plans and stuff like that. They get older, they got money to buy my house, invest in whatever part of their business. It's all many things that you can do while still homeschooling and educating them. But then you got certain women who, I don't want to stay home. I want to go work for master. So you want somebody else to take care of your children. You want that. And then when your children come back ruined, you blaming the world. That's what you wanted, Lot's wife. Iodized salt. That's what you want. I'm just tired of being in this house. Yeah, okay, cool. Have your husband, you and your husband get together. It's so many YouTubers. Build you a little glass type of greenhouse type of situation. Put some AC in there and you can learn in the sunlight. Then they can go to the garden and learn about the garden, how to feed themselves. They can learn how to milk the goat, milk the cow, get the chicken eggs. Things that Esau is teaching his children that are going to, outlive any master's degree with no common sense of life. Because guess what? It's some people, they just got it. They just blessed. Their children gonna do all of these different things. You know what I mean? But you have to do what's best for you and what you've worked for. You have to understand your situation, your test, your trials of what you was thrown down here and born into. We all gonna be in the curses, but whatever test we have, we got to make the best of our test. All right? So, surprise home visits. To turn your children into sexual deviants, like the Babylonians. To live in a world of confusion. Fair use, educational purposes only. All right? There y'all go. Come and get your East Indian goop scoop food. Yeah, you know how I used to call it boot scoop boogie? This is the goop scoop boogie.
Okay. I am a lesbian. That's okay. I'm bisexual. That's okay. I'm transgender. That's okay. I am a hydra. That's okay. I am a CD. That's okay.
I don't know what I am a hydra. I am a CD. Let me tell you. They need to be saying, I am a HIV. Because that's what you're going to be getting dealing with these cats. You see they diet and what they eating is rats rolling around. It's goop scoop. They taking cow showers. And East India is one of the most filthiest, dirtiest places on the planet as a third world country. Whoever's dealing with each other in this LGBT thing, Lord, let me tell you, that's like hell on earth freakisms. You gonna catch something that is not even named on earth. Goop scoop booty.
I'm a straight. That's okay. I am intersex. That's okay. I am non-binary. That's okay. You are straight. That's okay. We are queer. That's okay.
He said, you are straight. That's okay. And guess what? You are gay, and that's okay. Leave us alone. Just like you saying, we saying the same thing. Don't try to force what you doing on us. Why you need a parade about it? Just live your life and be you. Leave our children alone. Go find you a corner or a concert. Get together, put your little money together. Have your little island freak parties, your little island teas, whatever you want to do, and whatever else goes on. You are gay, and that's okay. We are straight, and that's okay. Just like he said. But they will say that, but it's not okay. Because they want to push their laws on us to where the whole world needs to follow them now. Let me tell you. We don't have anything against you guys and what you're doing because God gave us all free will. Keep it away from us. Keep it away from us. And don't try to get an attitude and get angry when we say, listen, I'm not going to tell y'all respect what you do. But I will. I need to be respected because I'm respecting your space. You're going to respect my space and my children's space. See what I'm saying? That's how it's going down. That's the good part about growing up in the hood. You get hit in the lip. You learn how it feel to get busted in the mouth and the jaw, and then you pick yourself up and you keep moving. Cause now you see why the Most High put us through those rough times. Cause let me tell you, they coming through. I seen the big old sodomite talking about if anybody tries to stop a man from using the women's bathroom, they're gonna have a problem with me. So see, that's called bullying. And if you report them, nothing is going to happen. The cops will sit there and talk. But if you put one of them down, which I don't think none of us should do, because guess what? God will take the vengeance. Then now they'll have a problem with you. But when something happens to one of yours, it's no issue. Huh?
We are beautiful. That's okay. You are beautiful. That's okay.
Oh, we know you think we beautiful. I was at the gym today with my wife, and you can already know the little when men dealing with something, if they move like a snake, if it's something like if they move in this little thing that they do, it's like a snake or a worm. If they got anything like, that's when you know you dealing with something, because men don't roll like that. Men don't move like that. There's no snake movements with men. And you got to watch these cats with these new dances, how they curving. It's the curve joint. It's like, you got to watch this stuff. I don't want to do the Dougie, the Juggy, the Juggy, Boogie, none of that. Keep it all to yourself. We don't want to do no new little Uzi dances, because we see they done turn him into a little princess, and we praying our brother come back to Christ. They didn't turn, look, man, I'm starting to wonder, is some of these people fallen angels sometimes? You know what I mean? Like, because they just look like, was that their way of just totally coming out? Because some of these people, man, it's just like, man, Lil' Kim is 4 foot. If she's human, I pray, my sister, that you can never come to Christ. But I'm sorry. You were really beautiful already. But if that's some of their ways of just coming out to who they really are, because I think she's 4'11". You're talking about living in a cringy, weird world where people are accepting this foolishness for the norm. The most stinkiest parade ever. Let me tell you, you know, if that thing was in America, we had to have air fresheners out that thing. You know, you see a whole cloud of smoke. That's why I tell them, don't bring me no East Indian food. Are you crazy? Don't even mention it. It's not allowed to mention that crap in my house. I don't want to taste no East Indian seasoning in my house. None of that. Give me some rice and gravy. I'm a country boy. I don't need none of that, because I don't want them pouring nothing that's going to turn me with no curves. We good on all that. They might have it in the seasoning. See? No. We good on that. Don't give me none of the shaking snake. Okay? This is what they're doing when they're in the school talking about the rainbow to the children. They're confusing the children. I want you to look at our poor brother. They bring these guys up very young to where it's almost impossible to save some of our people. Look at our brother Ray J, Brandy's brother. Remember, we used to love Brandy's brother. He had one good song called It's On Tonight. It's On Tonight. You know, we didn't have the truth. We was jamming. Oh, wait a minute. That's when it was like, okay, that's the first song he sung with good notes. Because when he had One Wish, that wasn't it. It's like, what studio engineer mixed them vocals? Right? We had Oh Wait a Minute. He finally came out with a hit. We loved our people. We didn't judge it. We like, listen, we love Ray J. He like our brother. We know he can't really hit the notes all the way because he need a little vocal coach. But we gonna give him Oh Wait a Minute. He had a little Kim in that thing. But being around the wrong examples of men in our community, in Hollywood, this young brother, once again, it's really sad. Now, he's talking about here right now where he's actually talking about, he's talking about these streamers. There's like 2 streamers, 2 famous little young black streamers. I believe these 2 young men, because I've seen old pictures, at least of one of them, that he was brought up as a sacrifice to Moloch long ago. These test tube babies. A lot of the people you see who's famous, you thinking they got up to fame through hard work. Not always. And so this brother here, it's like they put him out as a distraction because all of a sudden, I don't know if this guy has a chip in him or what, he's just saying anything now. I remember sometime they had Kanye just saying anything. Sometimes Kanye will say something that is morally sound and then he'll just start saying all type of vulgar things. And all of a sudden, Ray J is just saying all types of things, guys. I'm just telling you. All right? Fair use, educational purposes only. Then we're going to take a break.
Because I told Kyle I want to take a shower with you and stream with you at ISO speed in the shower. What? Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro. I want to...
He think he being deep right now. He think the guy's agreeing with him. He's like, yeah, bro, as if, nah, brother, this is not an agreeable moment. This is not an agreeable moment. You have children and you too old to be doing this. So he was mad that the two streamers, they were actually in the shower with clothes on. But this is what they do. They try to get as close to sin as possible on the internet. And what they're doing is transitioning young little black boys to thinking that playing, you understand, gay is cool. And before you know it, when you play it too long, that's what you become. So they're in the shower with like swim shorts on. And it's like two men, even the image of them being in the shower together is wrong. It's showing how men are in jail together, total slavery. So he's perpetuating the same thing. Like, he's older than these young men too. Mind you, Ray J has to be probably in his 40s right now. And he's talking about two guys that's like in their 20s. So that's even more weird.
Shower with y'all niggas too. They like, yo.
Hold on.
Excuse the language.
What's your sexuality?
Just ask me about Amber.
I'm asking
I have shout out to the agency.
Now, did you see how he just moved? The little swerve thing came out. I have shout out to the agency. He went over the question saying, well, you just asked me about Amber Rose. So if you ask me about Amber Rose and I said I like something about Amber Rose or something, that means I'm not gay. So you went over the question. Let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. And guess what? It's already out there from his own mouth that he asked one of these people from his little reality show, one of these little trans guys, was it the same if a trans has got transitioned, is it still gay? And he said the trans told him no. And, he said, he had some experience. That's all I'm going to say. So even asking him, is he whatever at this point it's vain. Because that's what he is. He's showing you what he is.
To the agency, actually the agency's here. Dumpin' D, The Rod. They're the CEO.
Do you play both ways?
Dumpin' D and The Rod. Lord have mercy. That don't even sound right.
Oh, I ain't never played both ways.
Okay. I think that's important to mention, because
really.
When you say you want to shop.
Now I want y'all to pay attention to who's interviewing him. Cam Newton has great interviews, by the way. He used to be an NFL player. But with all due respect to Cam Newton, and Atlanta built some big, let me tell you, outside of him, because I don't know what he is and all that, but I have to tell you, it reminds me of Sodom and Gomorrah, Atlanta. They built some huge, big LGBT cats. 6'7", 250 pounds. Brother, you might want to make sure you're working out here. You might want to make sure you know how to, you understand, take care of yourself out here, if you know what I mean. You need to know how to move out here. I'm just telling you, because these cats, it's just like when we were reading about, when Elder Rawchaa was reading about Lot being saved from these angels. Because they were finna put it on Lot. A lot. These cats is, let me tell you, 6'6", 6'3", 250. And you talking about being vegan. Let me tell you, they gonna eat you like a piece of lettuce. Get yourself manly. See what I'm saying? Get yourself manly. I'm saying it because I don't know what Cam Newton, I know he has a girlfriend named Jazzy something. She's a comedian. He had a baby with her, whatever. But I have to say, Cam's asking Ray J about his sexuality. But I, with all due respect, would ask Cam Newton about his sexuality. Because I have another clip. So it's just really kind of crazy to me that this man is asking Ray J. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why I'm making this conclusion.
With another man.
Think about it like this. People's sexuality. Why? What does that matter?
It does not. That's
then why.
Uh-oh. He said it does not. Now, I can't play the video more than that because he goes into much about some other things. You can watch it on your own time. You see the title if you're an adult. But you know, I mean, I'm even looking at this guy's hat, but I'm going to show you why I said what I said after this break. All right. Let me play another song for you guys really quick. All right, and I need to take a quick break, and we will be right back. We will be right back. All right. I don't know why it wasn't showing up on this side, but let me see. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on with this. Why this is doing this. Let me see. Let me see what's going on real quick. What is going on? Why is it doing that? It's not showing me. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me fix this really quick. It should be actually showing me what I need. And I don't know why it's not showing me. I'm gonna have to fix this part with AC because it ain't showing me what I need. Oh, forget it. All right, guys, I gotta put it like this really quick because something must have malfunctioned with that there. So let me just make it big for y'all really quick. We're gonna take a break, and we be right back. Make it bigger for you guys. See how we looking. All right. Stepping in the kingdom. Hold up, baby.
Matt Neutron.
Lion the King. I'm talking about. Show mine right. Yeah. Come on now.
Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. I said the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. I said the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom.
Israelite step. From the right to the left. Israelites dance. Raise the higher with your hands.
Stepping over demons, stepping over demons. Juking all the traps and the snares of the heathen. Prophesy to the dry bones, now they breathing. Drawn to the body of Yeshua and exceeding. On me, you're the Lord with a double-edged sword. We was all scattered, now we back on one accord. Stepping over demons, keep stepping. Gadite gorilla in my Judah be a weapon. Check it, Northside Jerusalem, can you feel me? Southside Judah praise a higher to the ceiling. Catch me slaying all these demons, take a second, need a breather. Don't be messing with my people, Smith and Wesson, keep a needle. Change the weather with my heater, better chill. Edge to the casualties laying in the field. Look, stay focused, no joking. Or angels coming through here just like the locusts. Revelations here to stay, try and cope with it. Rolling with the time, he can't find me like ghosts with it. They came to slaughter Christ's flock, so it's no kidding. To be born and be the chosen like it's forbidden. If there's an auction for the truth, less than forbidden. Cause it's so different, make it so different. Baptized in white like snow on a cold mitten. Everlasting, more lives than 4 kittens.
Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom.
We stepping on the floor, looking fly. Doing a two-step while we stand side to side. Hands in the air, praise the Most High. Then you bend your knees like you do the South Side. Northern tribes, where you at? Time to dance. Then you two-step to the back, raise your hands. You dip, then you bring it back up. Stepping over demons, then you do the pass up. You stepping on the floor, looking fly. Doing two-step while we stand side to side. Hands in the air, praise the Most High. Then you bend your knees like you do the South Side. Northern tribes, where you at? Time to dance. Then you two-step to the back, raise your hands. You dip, then you bring it back up. Stepping over demons, then you do the pass up.
Stepping in the kingdom, do the walk, hit 'em with a left step, right step, break 'em off, get it. Stepping over demons when I dip, hit 'em with a right kick, left kick, not switch, get it. Stepping in the kingdom, do the walk, hit 'em with a left step, right step, break 'em off, get it. Stepping over demons when I dip, hit 'em with a right kick, left kick, not switch, get it.
Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. I said the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom. I said the kingdom. Stepping over demons while I'm stepping in the kingdom.
Israelite step. From the right to the left. Israelites dance. Raise it higher with your hands.
Oh, I'm on mute. I'm sorry. I'm on mute. No sound. I'm on mute. Sorry about that. I was saying that is Lion and King brought to you, Stepping in the Kingdom brought to you by Lion and King, all right? So let's get to it. All praises be to the Most High. We are back. All right. So, yeah, I got it. Yes, indeed. We are back. So, remember I showed you. Remember I just showed you. I said, man, hold up. Something is not right here. I said, something is not right. This brother, what's his name? Cam Newton is interviewing Ray J, asking him his sexuality. But then when I watched this a few weeks before, I was just a little confused. I said, well, how is this brother asking him about his sexuality when he allowed another man to tell him this, a pastor at that? The world is so confused. I mean, Atlanta is a special place. Atlanta is definitely a special place. This is a pastor, Jamal Bryant. And I was really shocked at what I heard here. I don't know if he just meant good by just giving the brother props, but I thought that men don't get down like this.
Man.
Oh, man.
And they lanolated.
Man, listen, I'm back working out.
You put shea butter, Jergens.
Oh, you see that?
They glowing in the dark.
I'm just
Y'all
nourished.
zoom in. Do not skip leg day.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Sometimes you got to remind people, like, it's okay. But the work has to be done.
Oh, listen, it's evident. It pays off.
You know what I'm saying? I'm back eating right, trying to live right.
Yes.
I done purged my tongue since last speaking with you.
Yeah.
So I don't curse no more. I try not to curse no more. I had a flare up the other day, but who's keeping count?
I'm not.
Other than that, man, life's good.
You got pretty legs, man.
Oh, man.
And they lanolated.
Man, listen, I'm back working out.
You put shea butter, Jergens.
Oh, you see that?
They
just,
glowing in the dark.
I'm just
Y'all
nourished.
zoom in. Do not skip leg day.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Sometimes you got to remind people, like, it's okay.
Nah, it's time for you to ask, what do you mean by that? It's time for you to ask. Now, this is where I as a man, as a black Israelite man, have to question his situation, his sexuality. An NFL player, and Cam Newton's a big guy. But he let a pastor, I don't know if it's because it was a pastor, he didn't want to disrespect the pastor, but it's like, hold up, pastor. It's a little uncomfortable for me. But I guess he wasn't uncomfortable because maybe he does work his legs or whatever. Maybe that's why he's wearing shorts. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can tell you, I don't want to sit across from a man with these type of shorts on at all. It ain't time to go to bed. These joints almost look like boxers. What's going on here? So I'm just saying, it really, this is a confusing world and it's becoming norm. And he's talking about, as if he's a Christian and all. Let me hear.
The work has to be done.
Oh, listen, it's evident. It pays off.
Oh, it's evident.
I'm
It sounds like he want to see more evidence.
Like eating right, trying to live right.
Yes.
I done purged my tongue since last speaking with you. Yeah. So I don't curse no more. I try not to.
So it's almost as if, okay, well, we're not using profanity, but it's almost as if they're allowing the sexuality to still be free. This is a confusion about Christianity. Ooh, they said a bad word, but you can go home and sleep with people and you say, Jesus, forgive me, and nobody's perfect. I'm just saying, fellas, y'all let me know out there if I'm tripping. If this is not right, if this is not to be questioned. Y'all let me know if it's okay to wear these shorts. Y'all, I need to know, man. Y'all let me know because, hey, in my days, and I'm still in my days, boy, if mama saw you, I'm just saying. All right? It's a little much for me. And this is Cam Newton. Somebody had to zoom in. Y'all brothers let me know because, hey, the Christian church is scaring me. He said you got Jergens, shea butter lanolin. What's going on? Oh man, we are living where pastors who are supposed to be the example are now telling other men that they have nice legs, shea butter. And you know what? Maybe this is how he keep his legs in shape. I'm not trying to troll the brother, but I guess pastor gave him a comment for a reason. Maybe this is how he keeps his legs in shape. Maybe that's how he keeping his legs in shape. Sisters, y'all let me know what y'all think. Am I tripping? Brothers and sisters, let me know if something wrong with me. I'm not saying nothing wrong with him. But I thought the way we move was like, we got style. But I'm saying when we looking down, like, that part, mama told me don't ever let me catch you doing something like that when I grew up. So why am I saying it? Because I believe that, with all due respect to Cam Newton, maybe he thinks that's normal. But I don't know if he had his father or not. He played football. And people think today, because a person plays football, that they're supposed to be straight and tough. That's not always the case anymore. I heard some stuff me and Raphael Bush was talking about the other day. And he was saying, one of the football players was saying some unlawful stuff. Smacking on the behind, touching manhood and all that. They got new little ways that they congratulate each other for making a touchdown in football. And you want me to send my son to football? Excuse me? So he can be behind the tight end? Oh no. And he can be the running back? These weird names? And I'm not taking away from anybody who just playing football, making a check for their family. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's turning into what it had always really been. Naked mud wrestling. No pun intended. Naked mud wrestling. Okay? So we listen. I said this to say, fathers, we really got to pay attention to our sons and our daughters. We really have to take pride in raising the kingdom of heaven. Because as you see, so many of our people have fallen by the wayside. So many of our people are drowning in the flood. And you know what I love about Christ? It's still open for them to repent and to turn away. But it's not going to come where we're worrying about somebody's emotions and how they feel. It's like, listen, brother, you want to save your soul? As men, we will put you in the water and not judge you. But if you're going to be out here being a bad example to our children, you can't tell us not to speak on something, and you sitting here speaking as if you're a Christian or a follower of Christ, deceiving the masses. We, as men of the Most High, we're going to speak on that. That's not nothing personal to you, but you have to look at this and dissect it and understand how to properly divide the word of the Most High God and his morality and separate it from immorality. You either hot or you cold. And I know it may boil the demon up inside. Oh, I don't like that nigga. I thought you was a Christian. You don't like that nigga now? I thought you was a Christian. That's that demon speaking through you. You want to be worshipped as an idol because you have money. But what about when Satan say it ain't about money and he makes everybody get the mark of the beast? You will be deceived when your brothers was just trying to pull you out of the fire and help you. No man can or woman can deal with each other on that level outside of the image of the Most High, meaning it's supposed to be male and female. And you can't create anything that have already been founded. This have been founded on the principles of Christ, and you found something new to bring in. Any man that add or take away from the scriptures, he shall be taken or unwritten out of the book of life. Huh? Period. So you have to decide who you want to be. They give you these good shows and things like that, and they'll send somebody there to make you feel uncomfortable. Now maybe Cam Newton was uncomfortable. Maybe he tried to switch it up. Maybe they sent the taskmaster in there to see what he would do. I watched a movie. What was this movie called? It was a young lady. Y'all gotta watch this movie. It's on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon. It was a black girl. It's crazy because she looked just like Kendrick Lamar as a woman. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying she favors him like she could be his sister. She was a writer. She went to like a little desert place. I'm not gonna say it was an island. She realized that it was a cult. And what they were actually doing in that place. They had some white guy playing as Prince and all of that. But it looked like they were slowly getting them into the rituals. They put food on the table. They showed lobster. They were purposely showing these things, knowing Jake or the Negroes, who are the Israelites, don't eat certain things. So they were putting certain food. Then they took a piece of bread. Everybody had to bite the bread. Instead of cutting the bread and breaking the bread, everybody had to bite it with their own germs in mouth. I said, me and my wife were like, watch sis, why she gonna fake like she bit it? Come to find out, they were slowly integrating them into the rituals. And they want to see how far you will actually go. They were testing them to see how far they would actually go. I have to see. What is the name of this movie? let me see. Can I find this for y'all really quick? I know I had sent it to Elder. It was crazy. It reminded me of that movie where they were showing when they went on the island. When they went on the island, how they couldn't remember anything unless they got bit by a snake. And there was some Hispanics on the island that actually helped them. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know how I'm going to find this movie, but okay. I'll maybe have to get it after. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. This movie was crazy. Y'all got to check it out. Yeah, obviously they're not going to let me find it right now. But next time y'all remind me. Okay? Some of y'all probably already know what I'm talking about. It's not Blink Twice. Nope, it's not Blink Twice. That's not it, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll end up getting it. I want to go to the next situation. When it comes to the mindset that they have put our sisters in. And our sisters probably are so far gone, they think that this is normal. The little crumbs that they give us, we just think that this is just like normal, like we're just supposed to do the same things the last generation did. Lord have mercy. When you marry, you must, if you want a successful marriage, found it on Christ. Anything not founded on Christ eventually will fall. I'm just going to tell you the truth. It will eventually fall. Right? And you will have some fake relationship acting like, oh, we've been married 20 years, but y'all cheating on each other. You hate each other. You don't come together, if you know what I mean. You're only together for the children type of thing. It's not true love. No, marriage of the Most High. I'm not saying it don't go nothing, but it go through nothing. But it must be built on true friendship and companionship and love of the Most High. Humility, forgiveness, patience, long-suffering, support. Not something, yeah, we've been married, but the real story is you hate each other. You don't want to be around each other. You're ashamed because you want to look at something else on the side. So when y'all together, you really want to look at something else on the side. Right? Check this out. What is going on in the world? Nothing new, of course. Mom wants a DNA test after 14 years to avoid paying child support. You see how that feels when men have to pay it? What did Christ say? Dare any of you go basically to the courts to try to get your situation and your issue solved? I dare you go there. They're going to make you pay. And Christ said, you're going to pay the uttermost farthing if you don't agree with your adversary. Here we go. Fair use educational purposes only. We want God save us out of all these situations that we don't learn from them.
Best for me to clarify any doubts and concerns as far as the paternity. Signing that statement does not necessarily state that I consciously obviously gave permission to someone to have a child with my body, nor was it myself that signed that particular document and or dated. I would like to be sole managing conservator, not joint.
Who does the child live with?
With him.
Okay. And you have stated that you're not in agreement with court costs being billed to you today.
She can't afford the court costs, which is all good. The child stays with the daddy who been taking care of it for 14 years. So you don't really have nothing. But she don't want to be paying child support. She wants full custody Like, lady, do you have common sense? When a child has been staying with a parent for that long that you haven't fought for with lawyers or show the judge anything of the opposite, do you think they're going to just take the child? Give you full custody? What world do women think they live in? They must have brainwashed women so much where they think, he been living with her 14 years and now I'm going to come get full custody, but I really can't afford to pay the court costs. How can you afford to take the child then? You're gonna mess up the child in general. You understand? You're just trying to take some money out this man's pocket. Lord have mercy. Let me tell you, this does not even make any sense right now. Talking about the world living in confusion. How many people have put that stuff in their body in 2020? They ain't even thinking straight no more.
Correct.
That is correct.
I don't understand why you want everything your way and nothing another way. That makes no sense. That's not in your child's best interest. If you want it,
that's just like I said. That's not in the child's best interest. They're looking at what's in the child's best. Not that they truly care, but guess what? Since you put them in their business, and you can't come in there not making no sense. They want to know, since we're playing this game, you at least got to fight for what's in the child's best interest. Does that even make any sense? The judge is like, hold up. You can't pay the court costs. How you finna take care of somebody who's already stable for 14 years? You mean you just now fighting for them? And supposed to win the case, huh? You want a DNA test to see if this man is actually the father. So now you're saying it might be somebody else's child just so you can get out of child support. Now that's cold-blooded like a serpent. So what if that's not his child? This whole time. But at this point it's like, hey, does it really matter because he's been taking care of it this long? Let me tell you, cold world some of these sisters play. Game they play.
about DNA, you wouldn't have signed the paper 14 years ago. If you had further doubts after that, you could have done DNA tests over the last 14 years.
Thank you. Common sense will tell you I'm not a judge in this court, but guess what? Common sense will tell you. Lord have mercy. She's literally taking this before a judge as if this is something to be taken serious. Y'all sisters better be very careful that you don't put your children into worse situations. Just because you're trying to be selfish. As if men don't need to be a part of their children's lives today of what we see going on of everything I showed today. Stop worrying about your relationship with him. Y'all probably wasn't supposed to be together this whole time because you didn't come together in Christ. But understand that more men not raising these children or being involved in their lives to a certain degree is going to cause more and more of what we're seeing. Emotional men. Women will, it'll be 20 years. Women still worrying about her feelings and what you did to her. Y'all wasn't supposed to be together. You wasn't thinking about that when you got with the man.
It's not in the child's best interest to do DNA at this point. Mr. Abrego's taking care of this child. That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand it. I don't know if you think this is comical or what, but this is about your child and what's in your child's best interest. It's not in your child's best interest to do that. It's in your best interest to not have to pay child support.
Which one of your homegirls told you go do that dumb crap? Who psyched you up to do something so stupid? Selfishness. Then you got these women who, I want to see my kids now. But they don't want to take care of them when they're at the club and when they doing all of this other crap. They want to see the children when they want to see them and fight for them when they want to fight with them. When they don't feel like taking care of the children, they'll bounce back to reality. Oh, you can have them for a little bit. Let me tell you, there's all type of stuff going on like this. Trust me. It's women out here who's like this. And I'm not saying all our women, but it's women out here who's like this. They should not be getting married. Men, be careful. Be careful, men.
Doesn't make any sense. So I'm denying your request for DNA testing. You should have done that many years ago, and that way your child could know if Mr. Abrego wasn't the father.
I think it's best for
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Ephesians 6 and 4. Ephesians 6 and 4. Let's go to Ephesians 6 and 1. Let's do that instead. Domestic relationships. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandments with promise. It says a father and a mom. Doesn't exist in our neighborhood, really. Very rare to have a father and a mom. Honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee and that thou mayest live as long on earth. Because if you don't listen, you'll run into all types of obstacles in life that you may perish from by not obeying and listening. Let's see here. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Now check this out. This scripture need to be said for women at this point who's acting like men out here. It says, fathers, provoke not your children to wrath by not being too hard on them. But now you got women doing this. She wants to toss the child to and fro when a child is steady, where when a child grows up, they will end up hating the mother. A lot of children, especially boys and girls, when they find out the truth of both sides of the story, because she didn't want to let him see the daddy when it was just more personal about her, what she wanted, and he was actually a good man, they end up growing up resenting their mother. Be very careful. And then when they resent the mom, how are they treating women in this world? You continue to perpetuate these children. Mothers and fathers and mothers need to be there for their children so they can be whole, so they can be complete. Understand what your purpose is when it comes to marriage. Or you'll be like this. Excuse the language. This is very important that I show this video, but I want you to excuse the language because we have many bipolar, demonic sisters out here who are hurt because the father is missing, like what I just said. She wants what was not present. She wants, hey, and for whatever reason it was, a vagabond, a thug. When the father is not present for whatever reason, this little girl has resentment. She's wondering why, what happened, whatever the case may be. And now she wants the same, she wants the same, the same lifestyle that she knows. If a young girl sees a good man in the house, a good honorable example in the house, she will more than likely want to marry a man like that. Now you'll have some good man in the house who spoils their daughters, but then they will still go out and get a thug. You can't spoil them. You have to actually do what we read earlier about Abraham. Bring them up in the admonishing of the Lord. Okay? If you raise a child early this way, they will not depart from it. And they will come back to say, hey, I was brought up in the church. I was brought up to do this. And they have a better chance of coming back if they fall. So we have to pray for our sisters out here, because whether it's good intentions or not, We keep dealing with this good intentions, bad decisions. The Most High don't care about our intentions. We eventually have to learn from our mistakes, and somebody has to change and break these curses. Or we create daughters like this. No, you can't have my children. And guess what? You're not bringing her up to be a wife. She's seeing how you treated her dad. So she's now living out with hate, dealing with multiple guys at one time, stripping, being prostituted, all types of things, drugs. And I'm sure in her little mind, all she wanted was her daddy. And to have a happy life with her mom and her dad. And then when they perpetuate it on TV, I don't need a man. You don't need a man on every sense. A husband. You don't need a father. You don't need a grandpa. What we spoke into existence. Because guess what? Men don't have time to deal with it no more. They're afraid to deal with it. Because it's ruining the man. And men are survivors. They're going to survive. But they only have so much that they know they can lose. They're like, hold up. Can't let you fully drain me. And women, they just keep going from man to man to man to man to man. And it just never stops. And the demons just continue to run rampant, holding our sisters hostage. Let the fathers be in the children's life if possible. If he ain't some madman and crazy, they're going to remember those moments of those lives. If he ain't a madman and Jason Voorhees, a pedophile, weirdo, understand what's going on in our nation. A warlock. I understand there's some special situations out there. Fair use for educational purposes only. Only thing when this sister got on here, a sister was telling her, hey sis, if you talk like this, you might not be able to get one of the kings. A sister was looking out for her in her live stream. And she jumped into pride saying she don't want these type of men.
Facts, but you can't sound and talk like this and get no king, just street niggas. I like street niggas. Don't get me wrong to think that I can't get a king. Y'all kings is unattractive. Y'all niggas ugly. On me, let's keep it honest.
Let's keep it honest. Let's keep it honest, my sister, that you're hurt. You know you want a king for somebody to take care of you. But once you speak this into existence and you live this is who you will become. You can't tell. So basically a man who's educated, who got it together, who can take care of you, this have been promoted. He ain't no street nigga. He's not a real man. Guys, you know how stupid that sounds? A man can't fight because he went to school. Most of the people who went to school, they learn how to fight professionally in college and all that. They take wrestling, something that some street dude, all he can do is pick up a gun a lot of times. So it's a misconception that because a man is living righteous that he's weaker than a man who's in the streets. Guess what? They both went through their own trials and tribulations, learning how to become a master at whatever whatever skill set they're trying to follow. Both of them went their own ways. One chose this way, one chose circumstances. But listen to this sister's false sense of reasoning. She's hurting. She's been broken. She needs prayer. She's living in the curses.
That want to treat me right, I don't like y'all niggas. I'm not one to settle. I'm not settled.
She's not one to settle down. She's basically telling you, which is a demon speaking through her, and whatever instruments of cruelty that she's dealing with inside of her temple. She don't like someone to treat her good, she's saying. Does that even make sense for anybody? She's telling the world, I don't want to be treated good. Guys, these type of women, they cannot be saved. as far as marriage until they come and save their self with their own faith in Christ. And a lot of them, even with that, it's very rare. They have to be saved with their own faith. A lot of times they come to the truth, they still need to really take some years to work on themselves. They'll keep jumping to this man. I wonder if it's going to work with this man. You can't find a man. A man have to find you. And this type of woman, she don't even, to be honest, she don't really need a young man. She needs only lessons of learning from an older man, period. She done had enough good times. She needs to slow down with a simple life. Cook, clean, be quiet, love this man, be a companion. But let me tell you, it's very rare to break a bipolar type of woman, demonic woman from this. Somebody's saying, could she be AI? Of course she can be AI. It's definitely a possibility. Any new videos can be AI. But it's women out here every day like this. Whether it's AI or whatever, which is not, but you know, we're gonna have to fix this.
Bitch, you gonna look good when you beside me. I don't give a fuck.
Excuse the language.
Okay, I'm sorry. I could find good niggas, but those good niggas be ugly niggas. On me, the niggas that's gonna treat you the way you want to be treated, they ugly. You don't like them niggas. I'm not settling. Fuck you talking about? You gonna be a trick? You're not finna be my man.
She's saying if you're my man, you're getting cheated on because you're too good. How far have we fallen backwards? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here, take this one. Take this one here. Thank you so much. They got some lime in here? Oh, yeah. That's what I like. I like that lime up in there. Refreshing. Poor sister. Poor sister. And the brother's just sitting back there, simple as a day's old. Oh, man. You got these type of broken women and you have these type of broken men. Fathers, if they're in a house, they make sure their sons ain't on no emotional stuff. They don't care about his emotions. I was too tired. Boy, you better get your behind over there and do what I told you to do. Got time for no excuses. The world, you don't got no excuses for a black man. Are you kidding me? So you got emotional men, too. Fair use educational purposes only, YouTube.
Man, I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo. Felt like a dream. Like, I never thought I would be that guy. I can't go to prison, so the person that really started my and all of this is my ex-wife. So she next, and then I'm going to do myself too. But I just wanted to say this to people. Don't play with people's emotions, man. Don't lie on these men. Oh, here's my ex-wife right here.
Rawchaa Black. Police say Black killed 2 of his former partners in a rampage that started in Baltimore and then ended in Howard County.
Lord, what's going on in Baltimore? Lord, what's going on in Baltimore? Wasn't that just D.C. I just played to? Lord have mercy. I mean, y'all might got to get up out of there, man. Let me tell you, it's crazy out there. Let me tell you, whatever's going on out there, maybe it's because, listen, it's something going on out there in Baltimore or something. They got new languages. They let Esau come out there. Yeah, I think that sister, hold up, let me see. I think she was in D.C. or something, huh? Yeah. Lord have mercy. D.C., what's going on in Baltimore, man? Did they leave a new drug out there? What is going on with my sisters and brothers? They speak in different languages. Look at what's going on in Baltimore. Baltimore, y'all need prayer right now. They didn't got look. One thing I've known Baltimore to always, try pretty hard to be different. I've always had friends from Baltimore. They always tried a little too hard. It's like them in Dallas. The people in Dallas, they like I had the Dallas people, they had the colored hair, and the Houston and Dallas, they had their little issues, but one thing Dallas, they had the different hairstyle all the way to the back, and people do what they want to do. But I'm saying it's like that's the thing they like to do. They like it, I love it, but sometimes you try to be too different. You got to ask yourself, where did some of this stuff come from? Because I'm going to tell you right now, sometime in some of our stuff, we got to gatekeep. Because we'll let these people in here, and they just turn our whole world upside down, and they bring it, not knowing it's an agenda they're trying to push. Look at what's going on here. It sounds like the Netherlands and Germany with Judah, it just don't mix. No wonder Pimp C said, do you listen to some of this stuff out there in England? He's like, nah, we don't listen to that stuff. Nah. And guess what? I'm not talking to my brothers in the truth. They be making some nice stuff. But sometimes we got to let Judah reign. I'm just keeping it real. Like, this ain't it. They got something called Let Me See Them Legs that they doing in Baltimore now. I'm like, man, what happened to didn't they have an old show? What was that show called in Baltimore? It was a nice show. I forget what the show was called. It was about prison or something. It was a nice. It was like, man, what happened to? Hold up, man. I gotta show y'all this. This ain't it. Let me see if I can find this. Lord have mercy. I'm saying, like, man, what's going on with Judah? What's going on? Fair use. This ain't it, all right. What is going on in Baltimore?
Man, don't nobody want to see no grown-ass man doing the motherfucking hurricane legs, man. Look, Stringer Bell need to put the buildings back up, goddamn.
Oh, let me turn this dude down. We don't want to hear what he's saying either. But he a man. He like, listen, we good on that. What's going on, man? It has to stop somewhere, people. A bunch of dudes sitting in there twerking legs. This ain't it. If you see your son doing this crap, it's against the law of the Most High. I'm sorry. He said, what we bound on earth shall be bound in heaven. That ain't it. That nor this. What is going on out there? We got our sisters all over the place. We got brothers killing his girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend. What is going on? Man, maybe y'all need to find a different town out there to stay in.
You get up, now I'm J.O. Dang on the back road, hitting plays. I'm in a bibble yang. Throw up your heavy gear tonight if you again tonight.
Whoa! So he twerking the leg and he done touched the floor. Is this a new version of man stripping? What's going on? Jugal Yang, Noodle Gang, Boogle, Oogle. What is going on? That don't even sound tight. Anything ooh or new, that ain't it. I ain't got a clue. He talking about gooted. Listen, they didn't let, you know what happened? You know what's the problem? Some of these cats that went to jail, they didn't let gluten free. They didn't let gluten free. And he's trying to mix this Netherlands. And let me tell you, and I love all my people in my church out there, but I'm sorry. Judah in America, the foundation have been set. When you add too much to try to be too different, it's like we trying to find something new in music because rap, hip hop been dead for so many years. They didn't introduce this. Let me be the first to tell y'all, this ain't it. Nobody can come on stage at Passover doing this. We had E40 and that was enough. We had Snoop Dogg for Shizzle by Dizzle, and we had E40. They didn't took this to the next level. It's enough already, okay?
G.O.C.C, heavy goods, heavy here tonight. I'm taking your ass off if you a flute tonight. Here tonight, heavy you now, good tonight. Fuck or dang, good tonight, smith tonight. G.O.C.C, fuck or dang, here tonight. All black G.O.C.C with the good tonight.
He done got the trailer. He done got the trailer park white cats out there, and they done made what they think is a hit. This ain't it. I'm gonna tell you right now. He got Issa out there thinking they straight hood. He done found somebody's son, knowing he a grade A student, huh? And look, you got these cats in ski masks. We teaching the nations wrong. This is confusion. We need to gatekeep enough. We let Eminem in. It's just nah. If you're gonna let him do some music, it got to have some standards to it. Nah. This ain't it. Look at this dude in the back. He think he killing it. He think he the OG. You got these. No. We got enough of it. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what's going on out there. Brothers, it's time for Judas to step up and set some standards. How we gonna be judges of it? Let me tell you, we have to set standards. We need to do some gatekeeping. Just because you got a white friend that's cool, now he's saying the N-word, he coming through as if he's black. He's not black. No, he can make music, but you tell him, nah, you ain't doing it. We ain't doing this. We need to gatekeep. And then before you know it, 5 years later, he got his record label. He making money, you ain't making nothing. And now you his artist. Oh, no. Am I saying something wrong? I'm saying the same thing Paul said. The Gentiles is grafted in, and you got to keep it that way. They can't run our show. Okay? Now back to the show. I was just like, man, what's going on in Baltimore right now? They need prayer. They need some olive oil and some prayer. They need a helicopter to drop a big old helicopter full of organic olive oil from Terra de Lisa on Baltimore. Because it's something ain't right. Brothers is killing. He done killed the girlfriend, his ex-wife, and himself on live. What is going on with our people? Is it the jab? And then the sister saying, which is normal out here in the hood, I don't want anything good. I only want bad. They're unattractive to me. Total demonic energy. See, places like Chicago, places like Baltimore, man, they need prayer. The truth, let me tell you, the truth is the only thing that can set our people free. All jokes aside. Now, I don't know if I want to show you how this stuff also happens in relationships. Young brothers, I have to put this out for the young brothers so we can keep the confusion out of these young relationships. And I'm going to play something in a few weeks about talking about this, because there's a lot of videos out there about men are tired because they'll get a woman and she'll only listen when he's paying the bills and things like that. But when he's like, hey, I don't want you to go to the club, she don't want to listen. Oh, I'm going out with my girlfriends. You know what's funny? I know many young brothers who went through that. Myself when I was young. Them girls don't want you to tell them they can't go to the club. But they want a place to come back home to. They want their cake and to eat it. But you need to put some new locks on the door. You see what I'm saying? And tell them, nah, we good. This is an example of what not to be when you're a young man and just work hard to get you some wife who's going to listen to everything you say.
What's going on? What the hell you doing over another dude's house anyway?
Okay, but
why you over your ex-boyfriend's house?
I had to call you because he put his hands on me.
He put your hands on. What are you doing? You married? What are you doing?
I know, but I just came over because he said he wanted to just work on like writing a script or something, and you know I like creative.
Listen. When you get you somebody you think is so pretty who you always wanted, this is usually when it happens. Some girl they thought they would never get, and she only really got with you because she can play you. She gonna tell you everything you want to hear, and you gonna listen because you want her to come home at night. You want to still take your little selfie pictures with her, as if she's just for yourself. Oh nah, brother. She then went to the ex man's house. Like you heard what I said. I said ex man. Huh? She done went over there and got with Wolverine. And Wolverine and slashed her up. That's what happened when you get the X-Men. You're going to go over there and get with Beast. You Beauty and that's Beast. Or you're going to get with Wolverine or Cyclops and you come back with a black eye. Huh? And then guess what? Now you need the dude who you playing to come and fight for you. Lord have mercy. And let me tell you, dudes is simping out here. Let me tell you, the game, if you didn't know, the game didn't change. We didn't put it back into its proper place. You don't need to chase no woman. No matter how big of a butt she got, no matter her nails done, the lashes, none of that. No matter how pretty she is, she's pretty ugly in her mind.
Writing the script. Writing the script and he ended up beating you up. Why the hell you got a black eye? Who the fuck?
Don't make me feel bad about it. Don't make me feel bad
This dude done
about
blacked
it.
your eye. How the heck you let your ex black your eye? We married. What the hell wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, for real, Lauren, what's wrong with you? Why would you do that? What, the nigga here in the house? You just stand out here. What the fuck? You gonna get in the car? What you gonna do?
I know who else to call.
What you mean you don't know what to say? You shouldn't even be out here. Hold on. No, come back out here. No, I'm about to go in his house. Why would you even do that, though? What's wrong? Lauren, what's wrong with you? You tripping.
My bad.
You're bad. Man, I'm finna go in here and see what's going on with this dude. Why don't you even go?
So listen, he told me he know what she's telling him is straight off, but he still want to go in there when he really should just be driving past her and keeping her and putting her clothes putting her clothes on outside. How he used to do on what's that? Waiting to Exhale. Put her clothes outside, tell her go back to her mama house or wherever she come from, and you keep it moving. Don't be a simp. Let me tell you, I pray this is a prank or something because, let me tell you, or whatever, a joke. Because dude, this is simping at his finest.
Why did you come over here? Why did you come over here?
I told you.
You need a black shot. Man, I love you, man.
Listen. Y'all laughing, but this goes on in real life. And guess what? When you want to play with it, you're going to get whatever you need in the hour of temptation. Like this young man. He gets on a dating app to find another partner or a man or whatever you call it. And he winds up missing. Y'all young, let me tell you, y'all young men and women, sometimes you think you're getting on these dating apps. And you fall for the devil's snare. You're going to get more than catfished. They're going to chop you up like a catfish. And leave you bloody. Sometimes you get up on there, hey, it's CIA, it's all type of people, and they'll send a woman to you only to set you up for a trap. Because you thought you was getting with a beautiful woman paying a little money.
In the middle of this TikTok is 24-year-old Nicholas Anderson. His family says he was a huge piece of the puzzle that held the family together. But in April, that piece went missing when Anderson didn't return home from a trip to Jacksonville.
It broke us. It was hard. Yesterday was very hard for us.
On Thursday, more than a month and a half since Anderson was reported missing, law enforcement in Florida say they found his skeletal remains by a retention wall on St. Johns River outside of Jacksonville.
Once we got the information that it was him, we had to call our family members to let them know that it was him.
That's Monica Tucker, Anderson's aunt. She says her nephew went down to Jacksonville to meet...
When I saw that, I knew he was going to meet another little boy. Where are the fathers? Oh, I don't need a man. So guess what? When you don't need a man, and when things get hectic and serious, now you need a man. Man. Guys, how many...
he was talking to on a dating app. But when it came time for him to come home a few days later, he never made it to his bus. So they tracked down the guy who he went to meet, and that's where his family says things get weird.
First he said he didn't see him. Then he said he took him, he went to the hotel to watch movies. And then he said he took him to get cigarettes. And then he said something about he wanted to go to the pier.
Though according to Tucker, police cleared the man. She also tells me Anderson was diagnosed with schizophrenia about 3 or 4 years ago, but was on medication.
He would never hurt himself. And he knows how to swim. So there's no way. So I think it's foul play.
As of Saturday, Anderson's family still doesn't know how he died and are still waiting to learn about the circumstances surrounding his death. Dancing in the middle of this TikTok is...
I think social media have set us up for so many type of traps. And so in your house, if your children are being raised and free on the social media, and then these things happen, guess what? It was all in your hands. It was all in your hands. Let me tell you, we're living in a land of danger. We're living in war right now on all levels, especially health, family, confusion. Look, our poor sisters, listen. Our poor sisters, listen.
You female, because that's mad disrespectful. I don't want to be called anything with a man in it, or a male, or nothing like that.
She's so caught up in the feminist mindset, she don't want to be called with nothing with male in it. This is what they've done to our sisters. They hate our men. They need them and they hate them at the same time. They just want them. So hey, when they feel like it, they can lay down with you. If they ain't cheating on you, they got somebody to lay down with, take care of, feed you, knowing they can't take care of themselves. You can take care of yourself financially, but if a man just want to take you out here, he'll take you. You don't know enough karate in the world of shooting. People will take a gun out your hand. They'll hit you in the mouth, take a gun out your hand. You probably ain't seen it, but I know how this go in the streets. I already tell my wife, listen, if you got your protection on, you better understand how some cats move. They will take the gun out your hand. They will hit you in the mouth, and you will see the Lion of Judah, the demonic Lion of Judah face. And you, yeah, I'm ready. Hey, you better hope you're ready. You better know how to move out here. So she don't want to be called nothing with a man.
Okay, don't call me a female no more. Call me a woman.
Don't call me a female, which means from male, but call me a woman. I thought you said you didn't want to be called anything with a man in it. A woman means from the womb of a man, from man. Our sisters need fathers and mothers. The reason I have to say fathers is because the fathers is the one missing. They need fathers and mothers. And we need to really put some time and investment in our children. This is the kingdom of heaven, Christ said. This is the kingdom of heaven. And this is what she's going to become if she continues with that. This is what she's going to become. Whom we already assumed was a man, now pretty much coming out and telling us. Brittany Griner, or Brandon Griner, that's what I call him, reveals they're just telling you what the truth is in front of your face. Got you thinking this is a whole woman who got stuck in Russia or wherever they were stuck somewhere. He prefers his daughter to call her pops. Here goes that his and her with the demons called they and them. When Christ was taking those demons out of him, it said legion, for we are many. We're he, they, her, him. That's what they're telling you. They, them. It says, for we are many. We're many different names.
in an interview, and it's important for you that your son.
Look who they have interviewing all of these people. My man who pastor with Jamal Bryant said had the cocoa butter legs again. Man, great skills when it comes to interviewing. But it got to be something with this thing. It got to be an agenda with this thing.
You Pops.
I do like Pops. I like Pops, honestly. Like,
totally disgusting.
Rail is mom.
Okay.
It's only one mom. Rail's mom. And then this, whatever anybody else does in their household, sure. I support whatever you want to do in your household. But in my household,
no, you don't. You're lying.
I like Pops.
I heard in it.
You like Pops because you're a man. Guys, y'all don't hear that this already sounds masculine like a man? Oh boy. Let me show y'all for example. Y'all see this young man here? A lot of people may not have known how much talent he had. I don't know why I keep putting it on that. A lot of people may not know how much talent Orlando Brown has, for example. He looks like he's going off a little bit. I don't know if he's playing in character or if it's demons or drugs. But this is what they do when they put our children through little programs like Disney and all that. They put Drake and Britney Spears, all these children. But I'm more so talking about our people. After they come out, guys, they don't come out unscathed. They come out scarred. Here it is, a young man, just like that So Raven. And guys, they just come out ruined. I want you to hear the talent this young man has. We used to watch him. We used to just watch this young man when he was small. He actually has talent. More than we think. And they just turn our sons out. Once again, it can't be no daddy around. Can't be no daddy around. Because there's certain things daddies instill in men. Whether they know it all or not, men understand how hard life is. So they're going to instill some hardness in the boy. They're going to instill certain things in a woman because they know how men are with women. And women, if they're pushing their man away, they take that away from their children. Check this out. His talent. I don't agree with anything this young man does. I'm going to tell you. He can rap better than most rappers out and sing. Just telling you the truth. Fair use. And the reason I'm bringing this out to show you, if our nation was in the right order, the talent we would use for the Most High. The talent we would use for the Most High. And not this filthy world where they sold a boy for a harlot because they decided that it's good for their child to join Hollywood. If a man provide not for his own, in the scriptures, he's considered an infidel.
How sweet the sound I save a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind. You got it blind. Now I see. Oh, good job. You can sing too.
Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something. All that talent, but taken. All that talent, but taken. I got one last video for you guys tonight before I retire. And this was a pretty sad video. 1 second. Let me see if I can find the first little video here. If you have children, this is going to be some profanity from little kids. But this is very sad. It just continues to show why we are in this position we're in and why God can only save a remnant of his people. All right? It's, you know, if you have some children, like I said, these little children, and I remember when I used to be in 6th grade, people were already talking about intercourse, using a lot of profanity. So obviously it will be worse in this time and end of the world. How do these, let me tell you, when your child understands evil and they are in these schools around the wrong influence, it's like they become intelligently evil, knowing things even more than you do or thought they knew. Come home, yes sir, yes ma'am, but totally intelligent and evil, but stupid in the wisdom of the Most High. Foolish. That's why you have to be careful who you marry, because guess what? You put your kids back into the curses, you create more damnation for these children. Check it out. Horrible language that they're using. Horrible. But they wouldn't know anything about the Bible because the house is out of order.
You got like 10 seconds to...
A group of 3 little kids were caught shoplifting and were locked in the store.
Door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. 10. Open this fucking door. I'll call my mama. Call my mama. Bitch, I been knew how to count out. Show 4 out of there. Dad do that.
I want you to pay attention to the mannerisms. These are not the mannerisms of a man. 2, it sounds like the mannerisms of a woman. Okay? Excuse me. Excuse me. Sounds like the mannerisms of a woman. Leaning and, you know, ranking and talking, you know, talking in certain manner against adults. Let me tell you, they think that fat meat ain't greasy. That's what they think. They thinking if I tell them such a way, they're going to be afraid of me. In their minds, they think they're probably 18 years old, guys. That's why they're so bold in what they're saying. They're not about to get let out of this. Let me tell you, CPS is going to be all over this. On top of that, it's all over the internet now. When you don't have the order in the house, this is what's created. And then you cry later, my baby, my baby. What did you do about your baby when you had it?
Door. Open up the door because I'm not playing. I'm not fucking on. Y'all better open it. I'm not playing.
You know how to count. You have hands. Open the door.
Open up this door before we break this bitch.
Break it. Go ahead.
I'm finna break something up in this bitch. I'm God. I'm finna. You guys must be dumb. I would like that fire extinguisher. Do not play with it.
I will light the fire extinguisher. Who did they learn these things from? Where did they hear this? Were they watching movies? Were they on social media? Y'all better watch your children. You better watch your children. You better, hey, understand what's going on. Or you're going to have some surprises. And maybe some surprises. You, hey, pregnant, getting ready to get arrested, going to jail for stealing. Murdering somebody. Let me tell you, they're not stopping evil on any platform. So you got to be careful Monitor what's going on in that house. Let me get them phones at night before you go to sleep. Let me have them phones. I don't care if you are good or not. That phone need to be, you can put the alarm clock on so you can wake up in the morning, but it'll be something, not in that room. See? And let me see that history on that phone. You're going to grow up pure. Huh? Women who's already in the world can't already survive. What you going to do? What this new generation going to do?
You like that, but you can't open the door.
Do not play with it. Open the door, I'll trash it.
You can open it.
I will trash this on.
I'm closed, alright?
Alright? This is what Edom wanted for us. This is what they wanted for us. It's almost like we want it for ourselves, being that it's on the internet. They came back on the internet. Unrepentant. With a woman to cover for them. Where is the daddy? Where is grandpa? Where is uncle? I ain't taking care of them little bad kid. That's probably what uncle's saying. Y'all ain't finna get me shot. Look, and then somebody put the baby's kid joint on this. We don't die. What do they say? We multiply. Yeah, you multiply genies through the next generation and demons. And I pray these little young brothers somehow, some way receive Christ before this thing is over. Because boy, when the devil continues to wreak havoc as he is, our poor brothers and sisters are going to suffer. That's why in everything in us, if we're going to be an example to our community, just having the consistency of us showing true marriage, us not walking in confusion. They have to be able to see that. They need somebody to see it from. Not some hypocrisy like the Christian church is offering. Not something that's lukewarm like Islam, because that's still worshiping the wrong God, and they'll go right back into the same thing that they were doing. This is our time to shine our light that Christ has given us. To save his people from their sins and their curses. Last but not least, so when you're in the churches and you have ministries and you're teaching them things, how to build, how to change a flat tire, how to change oil, teaching the sisters etiquette, all of these things is what matters. That you have to show them something new. Take them to gardens. Teach them, they need to see that. And if you can't afford a big place, okay, take them to community gardens. Garden on your patio, but get them doing something that's on point. Because if you don't, with all of this confusion, the world is going to take them. And you're going to walk around jealous and mad at other people like, oh, they think they better. Oh, no, ain't nobody thinking they better. They keeping their children away from yours because you allow them to be all over the place doing this stuff. So they don't want that coming on their children. Ain't nobody about to influence minds. You're going to have a problem with me about that. You're going to have a problem with me about that. In this house, we will serve the Lord, as the scripture says. And let me tell you, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm a man of action. Okay? Protect your children. Let's go. Last video of tonight of the confusion we are living in. That is only people who are going to save this world who's living right now is Israelites. White people is giving out health information. They're giving out, we all need to come together. And I appreciate the information. We all need to come together. But they never going to tell you, our forefathers messed this world up. Well, at least we saying we are suffering from our forefathers' sins. But Esau not going to tell you, our forefathers, and neither do I expect them to, but it's all good. But to be, listen, you got to have the good, bad, the ugly with this. Esau, they need help because their kingdom is falling. But it's all good. I want them to finish living in their little kingdom. And I'm glad they're giving information. So guess what? On our way out, we can save as many people as we can, no matter what color they are. But we are going to have to be the examples. They are just thinking about the flesh, saving their lives.
Okay, so y'all, let me address it.
First off, I want you to, let me tell you, man. Brothers, y'all be careful. If you think this is cute, let me tell you, you're going to be, hey, going to the precinct trying to pick up your children. Having babies with women who's rolling like this. I didn't hear a lick of English of what she said.
But let me sit up. What y'all sit up right. So these people in the comments, what y'all got to say to them?
Okay, so please, can stop.
She's letting little children. Where are their parents? Do they even have parents? She's worrying about strangers in the comments. They're nobodies, guys. They've made themselves somebody now by making us look bad. But they're nobody, and they're worrying about strangers who don't even know them in the comments. And she's letting little children come on and speak as if they're adults. We can no longer let these evil women who have no guidance run our nation. You know why? Christ said it. Like he told the church. And I'm going to get it for you after this video.
Can people stop saying they mama poor, they can't afford food, our mama can't afford food?
And second of all,
we fully dressed. We got
get
more
more
money
money
than you, bitch.
Second,
okay, if you can afford clothes, young man, you shouldn't be taking them out the store. Does that make any sense? They need a man there to talk to them.
y'all dicking. Get off dick. Y'all niggas.
Excuse the language.
This is not my mama. This is my sister. She make more money than you. She got her own house. She pay her own bills. She got more shit than you. You broke. You ain't getting no.
These children look to be about 7, 8 years old. This is what you want for your children? I mean, I dare you to let your children hang around some of their cousins who be doing this. Let me tell you, if I'm going to any family house and I know, praise the Most High, mine ain't doing this, but if I heard any little profanity curse, oh no. You come in, you chill in the living room where daddy can see you. Because I dare you come home with some language like that. I dare you come home with some language like that.
And that was not food inside the bag. That was snacks and toys.
And if it was...
If it was snacks and toys that you were stealing, young man, and their sister is simple as a day's old on here, I keep telling y'all, it all starts, like Ezra says, get thy house in order, put off the weak nature. We want to talk about the white man. Ha! We want to talk about the white man. This is your own house. You blaming the white man on this one. The white man's supposed to try to take you down. Duh. He's supposed to try to take you down. What are you going to do about it? Starting your own. What does the order in your house, the godly moral order in your house have to do with the white man? This is your responsibility after you lay down and make these babies. You didn't think you were going to have to rule over them to make sure that they become, better than you was?
That's what y'all like the fuck.
Matter of fact, everybody steal. Matter of fact,
y'all got food. Everybody that knows know y'all got food.
So listen, that's enough of that. But I came to show you video after video after video. You walking outside every day. These reality TV shows, social media, movies. Judah, our men, we have to rise up. We have to be, when I say rise up, we have to be that light and that example. We got to stand on what we believe in. Period. We got to stand on what we believe in. We're not worrying about nobody's emotions. Let me tell you, that's the man they fear, who got faith and is ready to die about what he believes in. Period. Especially, at least for your children. Huh? If you can give a young man, you see him, some positive words sometimes, even if he ain't gonna fully know the truth, just to keep him from destruction for another day till he run into another positive man, just to keep, who knows? But this ain't it. This ain't it. Right? So, if you want to call in, I'll take a few calls. It's a little late, but it's not so late. But if you want to call in, I will put the call-in number up there. 979-398. What's that? It ain't clear. 5875. I gotta clear that thing up. 979-398-5875. If you want to, if you have a question or comment, all right. But before I get out of here, if we get any callers or not, I want to just tell you guys. I think we had a brother pass. I was talking to King Tazawar, so I want to send blessings to him and his family. I think he was a part of the church. King Tazawar, if you're on here, you can put the brother's name. But yeah, because I just forgot his name, but I saw it on Facebook. But I'm going to tell you guys something. You know, prayers go out to his family. You understand, and we send our condolences. But it's a war out here, man, and we're really going to have to take our health very serious. And I'm going to tell y'all, you're going to have to drop some of this sugar. You're going to have to really focus on, you can fast all you want to. You can fast from time to time. But I'm talking about after you're done fasting and you get right back on it, everything else, right back fast, it just becomes pointless if you keep just doing certain things and going right back. Right? You do the same thing and expect different results. Brother Travis Tolliver, thank you, Sister Tabitha, from Humble Servants Homestead. Brother Travis Tolliver. Okay? We really, 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 I mean, I just continue to see people passing from cancer, guys. They are not playing with this chemical warfare in the food, in the air, in the water, in whatever. I'm telling y'all, microplastic, everything. We're going to need to learn seriously and not just talking about it, about growing our own food and moving towards what God is moving us toward. It's enough talk about it. Some of you have no clue and you're just leaning on other people about it. And you know, like I said, these are the lessons with the least views. So it's like, you sure you want it? Because I only teach it because I know there's some people out there who still need the knowledge. But I guess it'll be for just those people. But, you know, we're going to have to take our health serious. I'm going to tell you, number one, once again, you need to be working out. I'm not talking about walking. I'm not talking about walking. Walking is not enough. It's a good start. Walking is not enough. It just burns calories. It don't burn fat. Your number one is burning fat, and building muscle burns fat. You can't go to the gym, it's okay. Do home workouts. Do bands. Learn how to build muscle. Do your research. Because usually when you do your own research, you seem to take it more serious when you understand what I'm saying about how many people are dying. Now, I'm going to come back on here pretty soon and do another segment about very similar things to what I talked about last week. And just go a little bit more into depth. But man, these parasites ain't playing. They ain't come to play. You try to reach them too late and you don't deworm every now and then, you're not. I drank me some kefir right before I got on the show. Right? And speaking of that, I got my site up and I'm adding things little by little as I get time and I open up time to myself. Right now, I only have on the site kefir grains. That's on my sister's site, LionsHomestead.com. But I've been sending a lot of brothers and sisters kefir grains out there just to get their probiotic game up. Okay? And we send instructions out. So just go to LionsHomestead.com if you want kefir grains. I have a lot of powerful things that are coming on there. And so does people like Humble Servants Homestead, Miss Kim Wiggins. They have things on there that they help the people with, that they're Humble Servants Homestead, growing things from their ground, helping the people. Kim Wiggins, her lotions, her salves, all of these different things. This is what we have to come back to. Right? I have keysupplements.com where, the iodine, you know how many people are dealing with thyroid issues and goiter, and let me tell y'all don't even get it. If I didn't come out with this, I'm sure a lot of people be suffering. It was the Most High that, let me tell you, if you watch my lessons, for those who have ears to hear, they know. And I'm going to tell you guys something. When you look at my Lions Homestead site, if you see something that says, and for those who have ears to hear, I can only give certain information through articles and blogs to not get in trouble. Like when you go to get some raw milk, it's going to say, not for human consumption, but wink, wink. For those who have ears, let them hear. The angels were drinking raw milk. So if you see anything on my site that says, not for human consumption, if you know, you know. But it's certain things I just can never say and not say, of why I don't even have those things on KIIYsupplements.com. So I decided finally to open a sister site, okay, with other things that are totally powerful when it comes to a lot of things. So I got some things, when I drop something, it totally works. It's no thing about, I'm selling something to get money. That's not the type of person I am. If you know me, it gotta work. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Also, don't expect anything to work for you if you are not eating healthy and working out. If you don't plan on working out, why do you expect something to work out for you? It's just putting a Band-Aid on something. Because I'm going to ask you, what you eating? Oh, you eating a bunch of sugar, a bunch of carbs? Especially when you get older, when your proteins are breaking down, when you need more proteins. You ain't working out. You got to preserve your muscle that breaks down as you get older. After 35, if you ain't doing that, your life span is shortening. You want to keep drinking this heavy liquor? You want to keep eating all of this processed sugar? Too much of it? And you ain't burning it? What's burning it? You sitting down all day. What's burning it? You walking, huh? You walking is burning it, right? You ain't building no muscle that actually burns fat in your sleep, right? Expect to have hormone issues. Expect to have thyroid issues. Expect to have blood sugar, blood pressure. Expect to have it. Because once again, I just gave you the game. When you were young, you used to run a lot. You used to move a lot. I used to do this back in the day. Ain't no I used to do this back in the days. It's keep doing it so you can continue to endure to the end like Christ said. If you're lazy and you want to sneak to the restaurant, you want to come home and hide burgers from your husband or your wife and things you ain't supposed to be eating, expect to go through something. Elder, can you speak on Rumble video on the things YouTube doesn't allow you to speak? I may, but but some things I know they speak on Rumble about some things, but we'll see. We'll see. But it's time for you to start doing some of the research too. I will, to a certain degree, do certain. I may, but I may have to one day. Because I'm thinking a lot about so many things that I'm adding on there. It's some things that people just don't know that I've never mentioned, that I've been taking for years, and that I've been making for years. And people probably thought I didn't. Let me tell you, I am not a novice. I don't know it all, but I'm not a novice. It's some things that I just, when you look on the site and you start seeing things added, go to Google, whatever you do, get a book, go to whatever, do your research, and you'll say, okay, for those who have ears, let them hear. All right? So I'll be dropping my teas, my famous tea that I'm always bragging about, on my fitness channel, because I do not promote this poison in some of this coffee. I am not saying coffee is bad. I'm saying what they're putting in coffee and the mold in it is harming people's guts. For those of you who want to drink it, it's lawful. Drink it. But understand that there's something in it that if you have a weak metabolism and gut, you are going to suffer. Period. And you probably don't know that's why you're going through something. Period. If you're not taking Lugol's iodine, you may not know that you have something underlying going on. Just from not taking that. Just from not taking magnesium, the number one supplement is not taken on earth. Just from not taking vitamin D3 plus K2, because you don't eat fermented foods, so you're not getting any K2 in your diet. Because you don't drink kefir, raw milk. I'm just educating you. Sorry for it to come out like this, but I'm telling you, our people are dying because we are not eating God's diet. I'm going to be coming on here soon to help you guys to learn how to eat, especially as you get older, to keep your insulin levels down. Because if we continue to eat the wrong way, okay, of why they had appetizers first and things like that, and eating in a certain order to a certain degree, you'll just have blood sugar issues, and then you're going to have some insulin issues as you get older. So we just want to continue to educate you on these things, because we have a lot of issues when it comes to health, and the hospitals will not be there for you right now in every situation in the future. They are trying to kill us in some levels. We still have some good ones out there to a certain degree, but we see where things are going. So I'm just telling you right now, we're going to have to do something ourselves. Work out with your spouse. Work out with your spouse. You remember when I did the lesson and you had, oh, I don't want to work out. That's your thing. Okay, let it be his thing. He going to be around and you ain't. Or vice versa. I can show you a video right now of a person who couldn't go to the gym, and I'm going to show it soon. 6 months of a white woman working out. She was overweight. 6 months of discipline and dedication. The Holy Spirit is a spirit of discipline. She was overweight. She kept doing it for 6 months. No weights. She lost all that weight in 6 months and looked amazing. Then she finally started doing some weight so she can get a certain type of shape because she didn't have some muscle. Trust me what I'm saying. So I'm going to drop that on y'all soon. But tonight, thank you for tuning in. And men, let's step in our positions. Women, let's play your part. Right? So the children have somebody to look up to so they can receive their kingdom and our kingdom. I love you. Make sure that you come to historytimes.org. Keep the church in prayer. Continue to support our church as the times draw near so that we can, most high willing, get our people where we need to be. We cannot do it without you guys, all right? Peace and blessings to you and your families. And, Baltimore, if we got some people out there in Baltimore, we need to get them all baptized, because what I showed tonight is something ain't right out there. I'm sure it ain't something right wherever we are, but it's something ain't right out there. And I know we got some good people out there. All right, so shalom now, my brothers out there and sisters in Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, West Indies, Haiti, wherever you are. Shalom, Trinidad. I can't remember every place, Canada, but I love you guys. And I know so many people hit me up so these lessons don't come on deaf ears. People hit me up every day from all over the world that they're loving the lesson. So please hit that like button. Make sure you stay tuned for Elder Rawchaa's lesson tomorrow. All right. Deacon Hazak on Thursday. Elder Mar sometimes comes on Fridays. We have our Patreon on Fridays as well. We also have our A Gathering 144 channel on Saturdays and Wednesdays, like I said. Then we have, if you want to join the Hebrew and Bible Academy, historytimes.org on Sundays, all right? I have to get me a little rest. I'm always working from sun up to sundown. That's just me, and that's going to be me while the Most High gave me life. So keep us in prayer to keep us strengthened and protected out here, and we will do the same for you. Peace and blessings. Shalom.
The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you